New York Giant fans. Looked like the thumbnail didn't update on YouTube. Let me know if it just looks like a blank slate. I updated on my end, and I try to make it a quick Packers versus Bears thumbnail. I know the notifications never go out when you make back-to-back videos, so probably won't get a lot of people in here, but I figured I'd go live after. It was something I was thinking about before the day started, being that this is a big game for the Giants. Obviously, the Bears, right? We want to get the highest draft pick possible. It's a primetime game. I don't normally do any games outside of the New York Giants. I'm never going to, I don't really do games unless I'm going to be emotionally attached to them. I'm emotionally attached to this game. This is a big game for the Giants. So hopefully the Packers blow them out. And hopefully the New York Giants, we could close this stream out probably by the third quarter. Hopefully they do what they're supposed to do and they beat up on this crappy Chicago Bears team. And the New York Giants keep a high draft pick. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys are recovering from that atrocious performance today by the New York Giants, something we've become all too familiar with as New York Giant fans. But hopefully we have a good time tonight. And, hopefully the Bears lose. Nick, man, there, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, clean the house, man. I'm with you, man, at this point, man. And I'm usually a guy that tries to talk about stability, and I'm not a big guy about blowing things up. I think sometimes fans are too reactionary with their opinions in trying to blow things up too quickly. And sometimes I'm wrong and and having that patient outlook. I'll be the first to say it. But right now, I'm with the masses. I'm with the mob. I would blow it up. I would bring in the best GM possible and allow him to pick the head coach. Now, if that GM likes Joe Judge, so be it. But I'm letting him make that decision, and I'm bringing the best GM possible. That's what the New York Giants need at this point. We need to shake things up. Donovan, thank you very much, man. It's sad that this is a big game for the Giants. It is, but it is. It may be sad, but it's reality. Sometimes you got to face reality as a fan, and it is. And right now, as a New York Giants fan, if you're being honest with yourself, what else do we have to look forward to? We're not making the playoffs. You're still thinking about the long-term success of this football team. You're not rooting for your team to lose. You're rooting for the team, the other pick that you have to lose. I see nothing wrong with that. It's a win for the Giants if the Chicago Bears lose. So this is a big game for us tonight. Obviously, the Green Bay Packers should win. We play the Bears later in the season. I think the Bears play – I can't remember who else the Bears play. They have like one other winnable game, I thought, if I remember correctly when I looked at their schedule. But they should certainly lose today. But you never know. A divisional game. I remember the last time the Bears played the Packers this year. That was when Aaron Rodgers was yelling at the fans. It was a relatively close game, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was when Aaron Rodgers was yelling at the fans. He says, I own you, because I think everybody was cursing him out at the game. You guys know I love Aaron Rodgers, so I'll definitely get into that as well. I still think he's the MVP of the National Football League. I know the stats may not indicate it, but all you got to do is look at what Aaron Rodgers and the Packers did when he sat out for that game due to COVID. They scored 7 points. The offense looks stagnant. I don't think there's a more valuable player to their team than Aaron Rodgers. I still believe that. They're 9-3 this year. If you take away the one game this year at the beginning of the year, the first game where he clearly didn't care or he clearly wasn't ready one way or the other, the guy has thrown 7 interceptions in his last 26 contests. In my opinion, the most talented quarterback I've ever seen, and I always get excited to watch Aaron Rodgers. So this should be a great game. Packers versus Bears. Go, Pack, go. What's going on there? Unknown user, man. Thanks, popping. He says, go, Pack, go is right. No doubt the Packers win tonight. I sure hope so, dire Giants fan. Rodgers is a beast. And Alien, man, thank you very much, man. Giants with another sub 500 season. Hopefully the Knicks will get it together soon. I was gonna do the Knicks game today, but then I said to myself, I got the Giants game at 4, and then I was thinking about doing this game. And I'm like, if I do the Knicks game, there's no way I could do this game. And I don't normally do a lot of primetime games, but this game being that the Bears are on primetime, I figured I would do it. So I didn't do the Knicks today, but I'll definitely do the Knicks next time out. When they play. But the Knicks got awful. So, much like the Giants the last 5-6 games. Grimes looked good today, and I can't wait for the Mets. I am going to try to make it an effort this year. I know I got some Mets subscribers on here. Ray's one of them, diehard Mets fan. You as well, Alien. I know you guys are big Mets fans. I'm going to really try to make it an effort this year to give you guys more Mets content. I'm excited for baseball season for sure. Amazing guy says, I'm so numb. I think we're all so numb, man. Thanks for calling. You got it, Lake Nona, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Sean G says, breaking news, Giants Joe Judge says he is proud of the way his guys have. I mean, are you surprised, Sean? Right? I mean, really, are you surprised? I'm not. You know what he's going to say on a week-to-week basis. He's going to stick up for his guys. It's what he's done. Sweet, love the Mets streams. Yeah, Ray, man, for sure. Justin Herbert showed the Giants what a real franchise. I mean, yeah. Justin Herbert's also don't grow on trees, but yeah, absolutely. Justin Herbert's one of the 5 or 6 most talented quarterbacks in the sport. The Giants can get a quarterback like that, I'd be all about it. I'm going to need a lot more convincing before I feel like a quarterback in this draft is of Justin Herbert level. But yeah, he's an absolute beast. Would absolutely love him on my football team. What's up there, Baruch, man? Glad to see you, buddy. Could have had a pick 5 and 6 tonight. What's up there, D Wins, man? Thanks for popping in, man. Can you all? I'm not blaming Glenn. I can't. Like I said in my post game video, some people are going to flip out, yada yada yada. I can't blame the offense. You got Mike Glennon at quarterback. Mike Glennon's a career backup. Our offensive line stinks. It's just a disaster right now. It's a complete mess. And hopefully next offseason, we start doing things better and we start building this team the right way, man. And it'll start, at the end of the year. What's up, bro? Money Man, thanks for popping in the stream, man. What's up there, Jameson? Everyone spike that like. Appreciate it, Taco. Yeah, guys, by the way, let me know, did the thumbnail update before I went live? It looked like just like a blurry screen, and it didn't show like the Packers versus the Giants. So I don't know if it updated. Just let me know in the chat. Jabari says, I feel like our organization is so trash that no matter who comes in here, they're going to look bad. I mean, Jabari, I think the first thing as fans that we need an owner. And by the way, one of my members chatted. I'm sorry. Yeah. Good thing I looked, Thomas. I got the chat up here. So I'm going to get you in a second, man. What I was going to say is I think the most important step is our owners got to stay out of the team's business. It's good. Okay, it's good. It's good. Okay, it's updated. Thank you guys for letting me know. Donovan, man, thank you very much, man. Vikings, Seattle, New York, Giants, Vikings, Bears remaining schedule. Yeah, so Seattle's the other game I could see them winning. Seattle absolutely stinks. They kind of struggled with Houston today as well. I'd probably pick Seattle, but the Bears could certainly win that game. And maybe they could split with the divisional foe with the Vikings. Obviously, you always give them a chance. But, yeah, I can't see the Bears winning more than 2 more games. As Giants fans, obviously, we don't want them to win another game. Tom, good thing I had the actual YouTube chat up here, so I was able to catch it. I remember this time. Thomas, man, thank you for being a member for 12 months. I appreciate it, buddy. Mara has to stay out of the way and let the new GM make his own decisions and bring his own staff. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've come to the realization, and that's what I want right now as a New York Giants fan, man. I want to bring in the best GM possible, and the only way you're going to be able to do that, you're going to have to give him full say, and I don't want to fit a GM around the head coach. I think that's a big mistake. Bob, man, thank you very much, man. I agree with you, Tana. Judge stays, Gutterman goes, Mara blames injuries, promotes Abrams, and the shit show will Yeah, I'm not saying that's what I want, Bob. And I don't know if they promote Abrams. I don't know who it would be. If you ask me right now what I think is going to happen, and again, I could be completely wrong, and I'm not saying I want this to happen, but if you're asking right now what I think is going to happen, I think Gettleman's gone, and I think they're going to look outside the organization, but they're going to look for familiarity with Judge. They're going to try to get somebody that they feel like could work with Judge. And the first guy, if you guys watch my GM video, the guy that I honestly think, I'd probably say Ziegler. If they're able to take him from the New England Patriots. The Broncos tried to do it last year, but it makes sense to me. The ties to Judge, if they want to stick with Judge, he's young. That's the guy that I would think is probably the favorite. I'm not saying that's what I want, but that's at least what I'm leaning they're going to do. But we'll see in the offseason what happens. RB Brooklyn, man, thank you very much, man. We suck. We're in a dark place. We've been in a dark place since I've been on YouTube, RB. Man, I try to be optimistic. I try to be uplifting because that's just the way I am as a fan. That's just the way I am. I'm not a guy that likes to look at the, just rag on all the negatives. And I try to look at the positives and things that the team could grow on. And there's nothing I can look at right now. It's dark, man. It's been dark for a while, but this was the year where I think, a lot of us as fans hoped that it would finally click, after they got aggressive in the offseason and would really start to become a competitive football team and start to turn the corner. And it certainly hasn't happened. Obviously, some of it due to bad luck, some of it due to poor roster management, and some of it just due to the fact that these players just haven't progressed the way that we were hoping they would. Bryce, man, thank you very much, man. I have a quick question. Let's say we don't get Russell, and since there isn't amazing quarterbacks in the draft, are you fine with holding on to Daniel Jones for another year? Yeah, I mean, I've said that. I'm not against that. I know Giants fans are going to pout about that. They're going to hate that. I am never going to be for forcing a quarterback pick. I think it's a big mistake. Now, if they really like a quarterback, you take the quarterback. But if you don't, I'm okay rolling with Judge. With Jones, I would certainly want a much more qualified backup, if for nothing else, the fact that Daniel Jones is an injury waiting to happen. He's proven that his first 3 years in the NFL. He's missed time each of the first 3 years. So I definitely think they need a much more qualified backup than Glennon. And I'm not telling you that's like a sexy option for me. I have come to the fact that I don't think Daniel Jones will be the long-term answer. Obviously, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm praying I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I want him to work out. I don't want to have to bring in a new quarterback, but that's where my head is at. And I do think we absolutely failed him, but I want to improve the rest of this team before we bring in the next guy. Because I think if you don't, you run the risk of having the same thing happen all over again. I mean, you see the worst teams in football do that. So for me, I'm open to that. I'm definitely open to that. Big Daddy, man, and Jameson, man, have a great night, man. Gideon says Matt Barrett is awful. Yeah, Matt Barrett got an opportunity today later in the game. I suppose he looked okay, but at time, I think earlier in the game he was really bad. People on Twitter said he was starting to look better throughout the rest of the game. Matt Barrett stinks. All you need to know is Matt Barrett could not beat out Nate Solder this year. What more do you need to know? He couldn't beat him out at the start of the year. He couldn't beat him out at the midpoint of the year. He stinks. Rob Sale came out and said that the guy's not tough enough. What more do you need to be said? Matt Barrett is a trash can. Matt Barrett is not going to be the long-term answer on the right side. I will come out and definitively say that because it's what I believe. And it's why I think the New York Giants absolutely need to take a tackle in this year's draft. Can't mess around. Can't go for value. You get the best possible tackle you could get, and you put him opposite Andrew Thomas because we got to fix this problem once and for all. And Matt Barrett ain't solving it. Big Daddy, man, thank you very much. Fire everybody for thinking the O-line would be good enough. Big Daddy, man, you watch my videos in the offseason. I frequently use the word hope when it came to the offensive line. Because as a content creator, you don't want to go into the year saying, oh, this team's going to absolutely fail. No. As a content creator and just as a fan in general, I use the word hope because I hope, I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the world. I hope that the coach and the GM, the guys that made the decision to ignore the offensive line, made the right decision. When I say hope, I'm basically saying, yeah, they screwed up in my opinion, but I hope I'm wrong and they're right. Unfortunately, and some of it due to some injuries, but they were wrong. Not to address the offensive line was a disaster. Showing Justin Fields missed the last 2 games here as we're getting set to kick here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Of course, if you're a New York Giants fan, you certainly got your Packers gear on tonight. Hopefully the Packers get a W. Be good for us. What's going on there, Big Blue Sim, man? Thanks for popping in. Trade everyone except Andrew Thomas and the X-Man. We'll see, man. Pops, go get yourself a coffee with a slice of cannoli. What's going on there, Joey Lutz? Packers coming in at 9-3. Divisional leaders. You got the Cardinals at 10-2. Bucks at 10-3. Cowboys at 9-4. Packers looking to tie up the Bucks there at 10-3. They've been incredible this year. One of their only losses came in the game that let me get the scoreboard going. One of their only losses came in the game that Rodgers did not play, and the other one was at the beginning of the year when Rodgers was not ready. So Green Bay's really good. Right now, I'm still tempted to pick them to go to the Super Bowl this year. Kicks away, and the Bears are going to let that go over the head. That'll go into the end zone as we're ready to go here in the first quarter. No score. Big Daddy, man, thank you very much, man. I wanted 4 to 5 offensive linemen in the draft. I want 4 to 5 offensive linemen in the next draft, Daddy. I'm with you, man. You and me, we definitely think alike when it comes to that, man. That's something I've preached since I've been on YouTube. That's not going to change. To me, that's by far our biggest problem. And until we fix that, that's going to continue to be our biggest problem. So here we go. Bears, Packers. Let's go, Pack. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game. Hutchinson would be great as well. As Justin Fields, the rookie, coming out in the empty backfield, shotgun formation, 5 wide receiver set. He's got trips to the left, Packers showing blitz. Fields takes the snap, 3-step drop under pressure. Not even close. Justin Fields looking shaky there on that first throw. Packers sent a little bit of a blitz there. Had to get the ball out quick. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's go, Packers. What's going on there? Give me Tyler Linderbaum and Ichem. Hey, man, I'd be completely for that, man, for sure, man. What's going on there, Adori? You like Joe Mama in the draft? I like Joe Mama. There's a lot of guys I like in this draft. Joe Mama is certainly one of them, though. Hey, would you blow me? You Jazz is really good. There's a lot of good guys in this draft, a lot of good prospects. We got a Wildcat formation here. Montgomery in the backfield. He's going to hand off. And it was a direct snap to Montgomery. Handed off to, I think it's Williams. I'm trying to get the name there. But regardless, it was a pickup of about 4. It'll be a 3rd and 6 for the Chicago Bears. Let's see. And let's see. Should have drafted Creed and Trey Smith. Yeah, should have, could have, would have. But yes, the one thing I'll say about Creed and Trey Smith, they probably would have worked here, but we don't know that. Obviously, the fact they're playing with Mahomes and Andy Reid certainly makes them look a lot better than playing with Daniel Jones and Jason Garrett. But we should have absolutely drafted an offensive lineman. Fields coming out in the shotgun formation. 14-15 to go, 3rd and 5, 5-step drop. He's going to take off. He's going to run with it. And Fields will slide down for a first down at his own 38. So good job there by Fields to break the pocket. First down for the Bears, minute into here to the first quarter. I don't think Hutchinson makes it to five. We don't know where we're going to be picking, Duke. I'm wondering if the soul of the Giants left when Michael went to space. Saw that on Twitter today, that he went to space, I think 2 days ago. 13:47 to go. Fields looking over the plays. Could you see the Falcons wanting Daniel Jones in the future? I mean, I hope, what I want for Daniel, because I'm rooting for Daniel, I hope he lands in a spot where he could succeed. I don't think the Falcons are one of those spots. Fields takes the snap out of the gun. Packers come with a blitz up the middle. Good job there by Fields to get it off as he was able to pick up the first down to Mooney. Darnell Mooney got into Green Bay territory. Really good job there by Fields, man. He was definitely facing some pressure there up the middle. Took the hit and was able to deliver the throw. Good job there by Fields as Mooney kind of broke the zone in the Green Bay defense. Yeah, we get the Bears draft pick. Charles Cross is I haven't looked at Charles Cross yet. I've started to see Cross creep up mocks. I've seen it. I've seen him being mocked to the Giants. I think he's out of Mississippi State, the tackle. And there's another Wildcat play, the second one of the game so far for the Bears. Direct snap to Montgomery. He'll fake the handoff on the end around. He'll go right up the middle for a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. But I don't know much about Cross. I know I have seen him being, creeping up in mocks, though. I've seen him go to the Giants at 7. I've seen him going 9. I've definitely seen him moving up. We should draft Jared Goff's brother, Jack. Oh, you lunatics. So it'll be a 2nd and 8 here at the Green Bay 41. Fields coming out under center. He's going to motion Graham to the right. Montgomery in the backfield. 12:23 to go. He's going to turn and give Montgomery off right tackle. He'll get a yard. Good job there by the Green Bay defense to hold strong. We'll bring up a 3rd and 7 at the 40. There's Matt LaFleur, the third-year head coach. LaFleur saw a lot more success with Aaron Rodgers last year, second year in a scheme. One of the better younger coaches in the NFL. Of course, only played left tackle. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done a ton of research on him yet. Hope the Bears lose, Chris. Of course, man. We all hope the Bears lose, man. That's the best thing that could happen for us. That's why I'm streaming the game. We're Green Bay fans tonight, man. 11:50 to go here in the first. No score. Shotgun formation here for Justin Fields. Empty backfield at the 40. It'll be a 3rd and 7. Packers showing blitz. Fields getting set to take the snap. He'll take it. Packers come with 4. Clean pocket over the middle. Batted up in the air. Incomplete. Thought that maybe the Packers would be able to intercept it on the ricochet. It'll be 4th and 7. So the Packers are going to get off the field. 11:35 to go here in the first. No score. 2022 opponents look very soft. Well, we're going to play a last place schedule. I don't know off the top of my head what divisions we're playing. Maybe in terms of the AFC and NFC, but we'll play obviously the last place team in one of the other AFC divisions due to the fact that there's now 17 games, and we'll play the last place team in the other 2 NFC divisions. I don't know off the top of my head which divisions we're playing. O'Donnell set the punt away. And that's a pooch there. And that'll go into the end zone. Riley Dixon just put on a Chicago Bears uniform. That was a horrible punt. 11:28 to go here in the first quarter as Aaron Rodgers getting set to take the field. One of the all-time great quarterbacks. Number 12, commercial break. Hi, entertaining. We're playing the AFC South. We're playing NFC North and AFC South. So let's break it down. If we're playing the NFC North, last place team in the NFC West, you're looking at, who are you looking at there? The Seahawks. Potentially without Russ, regardless, not a good team right now. And you're looking at the NFC South, which the last place team would either be Carolina or Atlanta, right? Or maybe, possibly New Orleans. It could be any of them, I guess, at this point in time. But one of those 3 teams. And then the AFC division, I don't know who we're going to play. This year, the extra division we played was the AFC East. So that won't be the extra division. And you're saying the AFC division we're playing this year is going to be the AFC South. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man, when it comes down to it, man. Yeah, we're a disaster, man. What's going on there, Brandon Rogers, man? Good to see you, buddy. If you guys haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. Sorry, Chris, don't ever apologize, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. It's going to be Carolina. They're a mess right now. Yeah, it could very well be Carolina. At the end of the day, the last place schedule is not going to mean much if we don't improve our team drastically, but it can't hurt. Let's put it that way. Certainly can't hurt. You guys played the AFC North last season. That's right. Yeah, we did, Troy. Good call by you. We got destroyed by your football team. The Ravens absolutely embarrassed us. So we would that be the extra division? I don't know. I don't know if that would be the extra division next year. What do you think of Justin Fields? I mean, Justin Fields is hard to evaluate. Justin Fields, he's got mobility. He's got a pretty good arm. The first drive looked like he made a good play there before he took the hit, but Fields, much like our quarterback, is literally put in a situation where he can't succeed. The Chicago Bears offensive line is atrocious. And it's why I knew when they took Justin Fields, we were going to get a good pick with the Bears pick because they were going to start Fields. The offensive line sucks. You figure a rookie quarterback's going to struggle. So he's in a really tough spot, much like a lot of the rookies this year. A lot of people look at Mac Jones. They say he's the best quarterback. Well, look at the situation the guy's in. So it's very hard to evaluate Fields. Fields in a really tough spot. And I'm sure the Bears are going to be looking to improve that offensive line this year. But the bad thing is they don't have a first-round pick. We got it. So Fields in a tough spot. Yokers, did you see the Knicks game? I did. I was watching it before I went live with Bad Dog. I did watch it, yes. And it was good to see Grimes get some time. Played really well. Dewey versus the Jet, I have no idea in terms of, I don't know. Well, no, I don't think we do because somebody said we're not playing the AFC East, and we played the AFC East as the extra division this year. So, no, we will not be playing the Jets. Aaron Rodgers coming out under center from his own 20, 11-28 to go here in the first. Drops back to pass, good protection, looks to the left, throws to the left. That's caught. And that's going to be a pickup of about 6 on first down as he throws to one of his plumbers. That's what I call the wide receivers on the Green Bay Packers outside of Devontae Adams. They got a bunch of plumbers. Doesn't matter with Rodgers back there. That's a pickup of 6. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Good job there by Rodgers. Brings up a 2nd and manageable. On the year, Rodgers, 2,878 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 picks with a 106 QB rating. 10:58 to go here in the first. 2nd and 4 for Rodgers. Coming out in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, 5-step drop. Looking, cooking, under pressure. He's going to go down. The Bears get there with the blitz. It's going to be 3rd and very long. It's going to be like 3rd and 16. Robert Quinn had a really good year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, with the Cowboys a couple of years ago. Gets the sack there. Coverage sack by the Bears. And Will, man, thank you very much, man. How worried should I be for the Knicks? I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. Right now, the Knicks, I'm not giving up on them at all by any stretch of the imagination. The season is way too early, but they have definitely been underwhelming. I'll tell you that right now. And the Knicks need something to shake up this team, whether that be a trade, whatever it may be. But we're 2 games under. It's still early. Last year, the Rose trade kind of shook things up and sparked the team a bit. They got to do something, man. A change to the starting lineup, I don't know, but it's a disaster right now. Rodgers gets it off, and that's going to kind of be a check down to the tight end. Packers are going to have to punt a pickup of about 6 or 7. So good job there by the Bears to get off the field, and the Bears are going to get the ball here. 9:53 to go here in the first, no score. But yeah, as far as the Knicks go, I mean, like I said, I hope they turn it around. I was trying to go into the year with moderate expectations. I said a 6th or 7th seed, and they're not living up to it right now. The starting lineup's been a disaster. I just hope some of the changes shake things up, but it's way too early to say the season's over. Packers set to punt it away. 9:25 to go here in the first. And here's the punt. Bears are going to field this at the 24 as he backtracks to the 30. Takes it to the outside to the 40. Cuts it back into the 50. Out of bounds at the Packers 44. So a great return there by Grant as the Bears are going to start in enemy territory. Let's get to a couple of these NFL experts. He says, I'm a happy man, Chris. I got my good job, man. Oh, you were the guy with the Barkley bet? Congratulations, man. Glad to hear that, man. Cool says, did you see what Lawrence Tynes said on Twitter? I did. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but he more or less said that it's absolutely embarrassing, what the New York Giants are right now to him as a former New York Giant. Obviously I'm paraphrasing a bit. I saw it. I don't remember his exact, wording, but I can't disagree with anything that the guy said. It's been an absolute joke. What's up, sports expert, man? Good to see you, man. That was a good return. Over under and how many times someone on Joe Judge, someone on Chicago, rather, mocks the discount belt move. They got to score first. And what's going on there, Chris Sonor? Good to see you, buddy. Congratulations on the win. Big Chargers fan, been with me forever. And he says Justin Herbert will be the greatest quarterback who ever lived. Mark my words. Hey, Sonor, you should be excited. I don't know if you watched my post-game video, but you should be excited, man. I mean that, man. Justin Herbert has the goods. There's no doubt about it. You watch that game, there's no way you could deny it. The guy's got zip on his throws. He's got great strength in terms of his arm strength. He can move. Very smart, cerebral quarterback. Justin Herbert's going to be one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFL for a long time. He's really good. He's the goods, no doubt about it. So if you're a Chargers fan, you should certainly be excited. What's up there, Cup of Tea? He says, what's up, entertainer? Did you see the Bucs almost pulled the Falcons? I did not. I was calling the Giants game, so I did not know. But yeah, somebody in the chat I think said that the Bucs almost surrendered the lead. But yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't see it though. Herbert and Slater could have been Giants. See, I'm not gonna say that about Slater. I'm gonna say that about. I think it's very fair to say it about Slater. I'm not gonna say it about Herbert. I think that's an unfair criticism that people say with the Giants, due to the fact that Herbert didn't come out in 2019. We took our quarterback. We were never going to select a quarterback in the next draft after Daniel Jones threw 24 touchdowns. Now you could say if we didn't take Daniel Jones, we could have taken Herbert. But then you're playing a lot of what ifs. You don't know what pick the Giants would have had they not taken Daniel Jones, because Eli Manning still would have been the quarterback. Maybe he adds a win or two. Not to mention you would have added a guy that probably would have made more of an immediate impact in terms of wins and losses if you added a guy like, say, Josh Allen, who was the guy that I wanted to, off the edge. So we could play the what-if game here and there. If they would have passed on Jones, there's no guarantees the Giants would have had a high enough pick in the next draft to take Herbert. So that's why I always say that's the what-if game. I'm not going to criticize them for that. It was just bad luck on the Giants' part that Herbert did not elect to come out in 2019. Dustin, man, thank you very much, man. Did you watch any Bredesen snaps? If so, thoughts? He got hurt. And again, while you're watching the game, it's very hard for you to look at individual offensive linemen. I thought the offensive line in terms of run blocking was actually good. Like I said in the post game today, again, you got to take into account the opponent, but I thought the run blocking was pretty good. Fields drops back, looks down the right sideline, double coverage. He caught it. Oh no, he dropped it. He dropped it as he was going down the sideline. Mooney almost brought that in. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Nice throw there by Fields into tight coverage. But yeah, it's hard for me to see, while you're watching the game, an individual offensive lineman. Nate Solder, of course, got killed off the edge on that one play on the fumble late in the game with Fromm. The offensive line didn't really stand out to me as being atrocious today. I'm sure it wasn't great, but it didn't stand out to me as being like absolutely atrocious. 2nd and 10. 9 minutes to go here in the first. They got here at the Packers 44. He's going to hand to Montgomery out of the gun. Montgomery cuts it back up the middle, and he'll get about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 there as he gets to the Packers 39. Good run, good hard run there by Montgomery. Who you got winning tomorrow, Entertainer? I don't even know who's playing tomorrow. Let me see. Who is playing on Monday Night Football? You've got tomorrow night. You got the Rams and the Cardinals. I'll go with the Cardinals, man. The Rams are my preseason Super Bowl pick, but they've disappointed me. Now that game could go either way. The Rams could certainly win, but I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals will win at home. 3rd and 5, empty backfield. Fields drops back. Nice throw there as he busts the zone there with a good throw there to Allen Robinson, a wide receiver. A lot of Giants fans were interested in this offseason. Of course, he signed, I think, a franchise tag as he picks up about 8 or 9 yards at a first down for the Bears. Interesting there. They had Robinson lined up in the slot. I remember last year when the Giants played the Bears did the same thing against the Giants. They moved their wide receivers all over the field, or maybe it was 2 years ago. Now, maybe I'm confusing the games, but I remember they were picking on our slot receiver from start to finish. 7:49 to go here in the first. Man in motion is Mooney as he'll take the snap. He's going to turn and give to Montgomery. Nowhere to go there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Good there. Good push there by the Packers interior defensive line. 7:37 to go here in the first. Stream the game tomorrow night. I doubt I will do the game tomorrow. I don't care about the game tomorrow night, so I probably won't. I will do some primetime games probably down the stretch, and I'll certainly do some playoff games because I get into the playoff games. But I don't have, this game means something to me as a Giants fan. My guy, Chris, the Giants, yeah, they're garbage, MYB. Would you be happy if we take Hamilton? I mean, it would depend. It would depend. It really would. I know the safety from Notre Dame. Fields takes the snap out of the gun. It's going to be a draw play there to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to turn the corner, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 10. Like, listen, I know that people say that Hamilton's the best individual player in this draft if you listen to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it's not even a need of ours, and at least in my opinion. Now, I know Peppers is going to move on, but safety to me, and I'm not saying safety is not important. It's certainly important, but it's probably one of the least important positions, at least in my opinion, on a defense. And to me, you got to focus on the line. You got to focus on the edge rusher. And I think we need a middle linebacker. I really do. I'm not going to cry if we take Hamilton. He's a really good player. Would certainly help the defense, but I'd much rather go with one of the other positions, like I said. Fields going to keep it here on the RPO. He's going to try to turn the corner. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 9. Good job there by the Packers defense there to stay with it. 6:28 to go here in the first. Yeah, really tough loss, Julian, man. Who do you think the Giants get as a good? I have no idea. First, I got to see if Daniel Jones is going to be back. But there's going to be options. There's so many options. Whether it be a guy like Marcus Mariota, whether there's so many guys. But I think they're going to get a more credible backup. That's for sure if they bring Daniel Jones back. And now Peters is hurt there for the Bears. They're going to look it over, one of the offensive linemen. Hopefully he's all right. 6:28 to go here in the first. But yeah, you got, Mariota, like I said, you got Garoppolo's a possibility. You've got Andy Dalton's a possibility. You've got, I'm spitballing. I've gone over this. There's I think Jacoby Brissett is probably a possibility on a one-year deal. There's others. Teddy Bridgewater is a possibility. There's so many possibilities. And what's going on there, William Figueroa, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Glad to see you. Here's Zahib. Chris, if you thought DJ's draft reaction was bad, I don't even want to know Chris' reaction if we don't pick an O-lineman in the first round this year, it's going to be bad. I'll tell you that right now. I warn you that right now. It's going to be bad. I'll try not to curse, but I'm definitely going to be very animated. That's for damn sure. If we don't take an offensive lineman with one of those two picks. Second and goal. 6:20 to go here in the first. No score. There's LaFleur telling the crowd to get on their feet. Defense needs to stop here at the 9-yard line. Fields coming out in the gun. He's got 2 to the left. Montgomery to his right. Fields will take the snap. 3-step drop, looking over the middle, and he sails that throw. Nobody open. Was looking for Robinson in the back of the end zone. There's a flag on the play. We'll see who it's on. 6:02 to go here in the first. Hopefully it's a hold on the offense. Hog mollies all day, John. What if they got Hutch and like Stingley? And they're going to illegal contact, I think it is, on the Packers. So this is going to be a first down, hands to the face. So it's going to be half the distance. They're going to have it at like the 4.5. I mean, if we got Hutchinson and Stingley, you're getting 2 great defensive players. You're getting a great cornerback. You're getting one of the, if not the best, the second best edge by most people's standards. But you're not helping that offensive line. I mean, you better hit on the offensive line in the second round. To me, we got 4 needs on that line right now. But of course, you get 2 high-end defensive players. Fields coming out under center. He's going to change the play. Looks and gives to Montgomery. Montgomery kicks it back up the middle, and he gets to about the 3. Little extracurricular activity thereafter. Always like to see the Hogs going at it. It'll be second and goal here at the 3. Divisional rivals getting a little nasty. Bears off to a pretty good start tonight. No score. Kind of managing the clock well, keeping Rodgers off the field, and they were able to get a 3-and-out on the first drive. Hopefully the Packers wake the hell up. Got the Packers D starting tonight. Hopefully I just want the Packers to win as a Giants fan. That's all I care about. Jedi, what's going on? And here's Fields under center, man in motion, right to left. Fields will take the snap. There's a flag before the snap. You got to figure this is probably a full start, and it is. So that'll back him up to the 8. It'll be second and goal at the 8. I will go 1 O-line and 1 really talented DN. I mean, in a perfect world, Rob, that'd be great, man. Agitator says there's no reason a team in the Giants position to pay a wide receiver that kind of money, let alone an injury-prone one. Oh, you're talking about before the year started? I understood it. We needed a number 1 wide receiver. My issue was not addressing the offensive line after that in the draft. Obviously, if we go back in time, you wouldn't have done it. 5:13 to go here in the first. Fields coming out in the shotgun formation. He's going to motion Robinson left to right. He's got Montgomery to his left, takes the snap. Drops back to pass. 3-step drop. Fields does a good job feeling the pressure. He's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to skip out of bounds at about the 5. Good job there by Fields to sense the pressure on the backside. Was able to pick up 3 yards. Brings up a 3rd and goal at the 5. 4:58 to go here in the first. So big play coming up here. We'll see if the Packers can hold strong. Cannolis or I go with the cannolis. Yeah, I mean, I love both, Joe, but I go with the cannolis. Thoughts on Brian Dabble? I mean, if they allowed him to come here, sign me up, man. He's one of the better OCs in football. That's kind of a lateral move, though. Why would he leave the Bills' job for the Giants? Fields takes the snap out of the gun, empty backfield, throws over the middle, and that's caught. Or did he drop it? He dropped it. I thought it was caught. I think it was Cole Kmet, the second-year tight end. 4:24 to go here in the first, and the Bears are going to have to settle for 3. From the camera angle I saw, I thought it was a touchdown, but obviously I was being blocked by one of the Packers players. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, there's Cole Kmet. He went in the second round, I think last year or the year before. He definitely dropped that. When the Bears didn't have a first-round pick. Good coverage there by the Barnes got away with a little bit of contact there, but we'll take it as Giants fans. It'll be a 23-yard attempt here from the right hash. Snap, kick, hold is good. 4:21 to go here in the first. 3-0. Bears lead the pack. Still not panicking at all. I still think Packers will win this game, but not the start we were hoping for. How's the boys feeling, Chris? Doubleheader action. Yeah, I don't do these often, but this is a big game for the Giants because we have the Bears pick. And as Giants fans right now, that's what we're thinking about, right? So I figured I'd do this game. I'm going to, be invested in it anyway. I don't do a lot of primetime games anymore if the Giants aren't playing. So figured why not this one? This one makes a lot of sense. Giants suck so bad, pisses me off how many more years of futile garbage. Yeah, Rick, man, I hear you, man. Inside the Game says first round, 2 lineman and linebacker. I wouldn't even be against taking a linebacker in the first with a lineman. I might even prioritize a middle linebacker over an edge, to be honest with you. Like, we need one of those. That's a big need for us. But obviously we need an edge too. It all depends on where we're picking, what players are there. Chris, what would you think if Malik Willis and Linderbaum? I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't be upset. I don't want to take a quarterback. Am I going to flip out? No, I'm going to give the quarterback a chance, but I don't want to take a quarterback. I know you wanted Slater. He was great today. Oh, yeah. It is what it is, though. You can't live in the past. You got to hope that the pick we're going to get from the Chargers works out and ends up being a really good lineman, Not from the Chargers, rather, from the Bears works out, and, we take a lineman that works out. But, yeah, Slater was on my Christmas list for quite some time in terms of somebody that I wanted for the Giants. He was he's probably, like, number one for me in terms of, like, guys that I thought we could realistically draft. Chris, thank you for doing the game. A great alternative to the previous game. I appreciate that, David Carr. David Carr, what's going on, man? I feel like we should let Barkley go because our running backs were better than him, especially Gallman and the guy we have now. Forgot is that you're talking about Booker. I mean, maybe. I still don't think. I think we should let Barkley go for the simple reason that I don't think we're going to be able to pay him. But I think Barkley is going to be improved next year. I think everybody just expects him to be like Adrian Peterson, how he jumped back from that injury and he was 100% right away. Most players, it takes 2 years. I remember reading that when it happened last year, how severe the injury was. So he's still feeling himself out. I do think Barkley will be a better player next year. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, because there's a salary cap and because running backs have a short shelf life and because the New York Giants don't have a good football team, regardless of how improved Barkley is next year, I don't think it's going to be in the best interest of the New York Giants to give him a long-term contract. But we'll see how Aaron Rodgers does here on the second drive here between the Bears and the Packers. Is there any? I have not heard any news on the MLB lockout. No. Rumor that I have not heard that, Jin. Where did you hear that? I don't know where you heard that. Hopefully that's nonsense. Will Comics, man. Thank you so much, man, for being a member, man. Yo, Tana, my wife is seeing how I'm disappointed again this year that she gave me one of my Christmas gifts, an Amani Toomer jersey. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, buddy. And that ball's good. Oh, my God. What a horrible, horrible job there by the Packers. Oh, it went off the kick returner's hands and it went out of bounds. So now the Packers are going to be backed up at their 5. But that's awesome, man. That's a great gift, man. I say it all the time. Amani Toomer is one of my favorite Giants of all time. So that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you got that, and hopefully it makes you feel a little bit better tonight because today was a disaster. Tyler, man, he says, sorry I came in. Don't ever apologize. Thank you for being here at all. If Jones' injury is a career-threatening, do you think we get a placeholder for quarterback until – I mean, Tyler, that's impossible for me to answer. It all comes down to how the new GM feels about the quarterbacks in this draft class. If you ask me right now – if I'm being completely honest with you, and again, I can't answer this fully and give you a well-informed opinion until I know who our GM is, until I hear him talk about what he feels about some of the quarterback prospects, how, I guess how much he makes me feel like he wants to push forward with Jones. So it's very hard for me to answer this question. Roger's going to take the snap under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give, and a good job here as he bounces it to the outside. Stiff arm, push that about to the 20. So good job here by the Pack as they get it going. That was Jones on the carry. 1st and 10 as they get it all the way up to the 20. They get out of their own territory. But what I'll say, if you ask me today, I would say there's at least a 35 to 40% chance we're going to be drafting a quarterback. I'll say that. I'm not saying I'm in love with it, but I would say that it's a possibility. 3:53 to go here in the first. 3-0 Bears. 1st and 10 here for Rodgers after the big run there by Jones. See if the Packers can get something cooking here. Man in motion right to left. Gives back to Jones, trying to get that run going. Jones moving all over the place. Hardest fought 1-yard gain I've ever seen in my life. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3:35 to go here in the first as he's wrapped up there by the Bears. I think that was Ogletree. Is that Alec Ogletree? It's Ogletree with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here comes Rodgers coming out in the gun. 3:11 to go here in the first. He's going to motion the running back out wide right. Empty backfield here for Rodgers at his own 21. 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Under pressure. He's going to go down again. That is the second time the Bears have brought Rodgers down for a sack. Robert Quinn, just like last time, was the first guy on the scene. 2:51 here to go in the first as the Bears get another sack on Aaron Rodgers in a crucial spot. Last time it was around the same spot. It was about 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, backed him up to like a 3rd and 16. Same thing here. Robert Quinn just uses and abuses the left tackle off the edge. He even got held as he was able to get home and bring down Aaron Rodgers. So it was Alec Ogletree. Okay. I hope I'm wrong, guys, but I think Barkley's low. I hope not, Brandon, man. But I understand where you're coming from. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 18 from his own 12. Rodgers drops back. He's going to heave one down the field. Oh, what a throw to Lazard. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers. 3rd and 18, backed up at his own 3. Couldn't even step into the throw. He delivered a dart over double coverage, and he hits Lazard down the left sideline. This guy is a bad man, as Stephen A. Smith would say. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. What a freaking throw. He can still do it, boys. 1st and 10 here at the 43. Rodgers coming out under center. Bears showing blitz. Man in motion is Lazard. Rodgers takes the snap, turns, gives up the middle. That's going to be a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7. Minute 27 to go. Mike Lennon makes that throw. Mike Lennon makes that throw in his sleep. And Danny Dimes could never make that. And most quarterbacks can't make that throw. That was A.J. Dillon on the carry. He's got 129 carries, 545 yards, 4.2 yards, 2 touchdowns. He says, Chris, get a room. Hey, man, I recognize greatness, man. I appreciate Aaron Rodgers. I think more fans should. Quarterbacks like him don't come around every day, and he's not going to be here forever. Packers are going to have it here at the 45. Rodgers out of the gun, and they're going to fumble it on the handoff. Was looking to give it to Dillon. Dillon did a good job picking it back up and getting back near the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 9. He lost a yard on the play. Mike Glennon better than Tom Brady. And Zig, man, thank you very much, man. Let's go draft pick number 4. We'll see, man. I think we'll be 5 and 6 if the Bears lose. But obviously we need them to lose this game. But I think we'll still be 5 and 6. But we will have passed the Seattle Seahawks with both picks. And then I think next up is the Jets. Rodgers coming out in the gun here from his own 44 to be a 3rd and 10. Bears showing blitz. Down to 5 on the play clock. Rodgers changes the play. Down to 2. Takes the snap. Drops back. Steps up. Buys time. And he's going to have to just get rid of that one as he's tackled out of bounds. Pickup of about 1. I think he hit Jones, the running back, out of the backfield. So good job again by the Bears defense. Packers did a good job getting out of their own territory. Flipped the field position, I guess. But good job by the Bears defense to get the Packers off the field again. Packers are going to have to punt. Bears will set up shop. Herbert or Jones? It's not even a question. Herbert. A Pro Bowl Saquon and the same Devontae Booker or a little improved Devontae Booker is a great running back duo. Also, you have to implement. We need to upgrade the O-line. You mean the Jets? Yeah, the Jets do own the Seahawks pick. Who do you think the Giants cut or trade this offseason? For sure, Riley Dixon is definitely going to be cut. I would lean Martinez is probably going to be cut. It's going to save you $10 million. That's a big cut, big savings. Otherwise, you got to pay him $14.5. Bradbury could be cut. It would save you 12 and a half. I don't know if he will be. They probably are going to try to work something out with the contract, but we'll see. Those are the big guys, right? I think Booker's probably going to be cut. It saves you $2 million if you cut him. Rudolph's going to be cut. That's going to save you $5 million if you cut him. And there's going to be a couple of others that I can't remember off the top. Sterling Shepard's a possibility if I didn't say him. But we'll see. Would you trade Daniel Jones? If the right deal presented itself, I'd be open to it, but it's got to be. I'm not trading him for nothing. Herbert versus Mahomes, who wins? I still got to go Mahomes. Mahomes has a Super Bowl title, and he went to the Super Bowl last year. But what I'll say, man, in terms of talent, They're pretty even, man. I mean, Herbert's right there. Mahomes has Andy Reid. He has all those great weapons. He's in a much better situation than Justin Herbert is. Justin Herbert's damn good. Damn good. They're both great. What is Justin Fields' ceiling? To be honest with you, I haven't gotten to watch Justin Fields a ton. I remember during the draft last year, I liked him. I wasn't in love with him. I liked him when I, watched some of his highlights and his game film. I didn't watch too much because I knew the Giants weren't taking a quarterback, but I'm always at least moderately interested in the prospects at the quarterback position. It's just fun to watch him. I wasn't like super impressed, like jaw dropping, blow me away with his upside, like Trey Lance, for example. Lance to me was a boom or bust prospect, but had a higher ceiling. It's a good question though. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a quarterback that's kind of like Fields that I could see him being. I'll have to get back to you on that. Larry, Matt, thank you very much, man. What would be your worst case for the draft? The running back, wide receiver. I know you want an O lineman. So do I. But what would be the freak out? What the blank draft moment for you? If they don't take a lineman in the first, that's my absolute freak out. If they don't take one with one of those first two picks, that's my absolute worst case scenario freak out. If they take a quarterback, I'm not going to freak out. I'm going to say, okay, they evaluate that guy as an elite talent, and I hope that they're right. In my heart, I'll think it's the wrong decision, but of course, I'll hope to be wrong as a fan. I won't freak out. To me, if they don't take a lineman, I think that is the only instance where I'm going to absolutely freak out in this year's draft. If they don't take one with one of those two picks, no matter what, I'm going to freak out. Absolutely going to freak out. I will absolutely destroy the New York Giants if they don't take a lineman with one of those first two picks. I'm not going to freak out if they take an edge with one of them. I'm not going to freak out if they take a linebacker. I wouldn't even freak out if they took Hamilton. Many people feel like he's the best player in the draft, the safety out of Notre Dame. I'm not going to freak out if they take a corner. Wouldn't be what I want, but I'm not going to freak out. If they don't take a lineman with one of those two picks, I will absolutely lose my shit. Let's see what we got here. Let's get back to the game here. Bears, Cowboys, 14:50 to go. I forgot to change the quarter. I'll do it next stoppage of play. Fields coming out under center from his own 11. Fields takes the snap, play action, rolling out, looking for Mooney. He's going to fake the throw. Now he's going to keep it. And Fields will go out of bounds at about the, you know what? Watching Fields, not that I think he's ever going to be as good as him, but if you're asking me to like compare to him in terms of like a skill set of like a really good quarterback, I guess Russell Wilson. I don't think he's ever going to be as good as him, but he's kind of got that, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's like that type of quarterback, but he's never going to be Russell Wilson in my opinion. But if you're asking me to like what type of quarterback, I guess Russell Wilson. And Bryce, I'll get to that one second, man. Here comes Justin Fields, 14-19 to go here in the second. Second and 2 here for Fields. He's got Montgomery in the backfield. Packers with a 5-man front from their own 19. Fields going to turn. He's going to give Montgomery off the left guard. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4. He'll push forward. First down at the 23. Cowboys, Tana been drinking tonight. What about the Cowboys? I ain't drinking. Bryce says, I think we should draft Daddy Bryce. He has a nice ring to his name. I don't know why. You don't know why. Listen, man, I would love him, man, for sure, man. The guy's a stud. No quarterback is going to be better. I don't want to take a quarterback, David. I don't. I'm not going to flip out because it's going to be a new GM, and I'm going to allow him to make his decision. And I'm not a GM. It's his job to make those evaluations. He didn't draft Jones, but I agree with you. I would not take a quarterback. Fields coming out in the shotgun here from his own 22. Empty backfield here. Drops back. Good protection here by the Bears. He'll check it down over the middle to Jimmy Graham. Yes, he still plays. Gets about 3 up to the 25. 13-17 to go here in the second. Jimmy Graham, the former basketball player. Remember his days with the New Orleans Saints. Was always one of the better tight ends in the league. Used to slam dunk it through the goalposts. Probably can't get that high with his hops anymore. 13:03 to go here in the second. Chris, I love Devin Lloyd. People have asked me about him in the last couple of streams I've done. A couple of my subscribers asked me to check. I friggin' love Devin Lloyd. If they took Devin Lloyd in alignment with their first 2 picks, I'd be completely fine with that. Middle linebacker, love him. Second and 7. 12:44 to go. 5 on the play clock. Fields takes the snap, and he's going to give to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get 8 and a first down for the Bears. What's up, Brandon, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Saints led. Yeah, he was great. Jedi, by the way, I don't know if I said hello to you, Jedi yet, but Jimmy Graham was great. One of my favorite players in Saints history. Why would the Giants cut Blake Martinez when they need? Because he makes so much money, Nikita. He makes $14 million. That's the only reason. No other reason than that. And he's coming off the injury, but it's because of the money, the amount of money he eats up on the cap. Same reason with Zeitler. Why did they cut Zeitler? Fields drops back to pass, throws over the middle, should have been picked off. Went between the defenders' hands, was looking for Darnell Mooney. There's a flag on the play. We'll see who it's on, 11:55 to go. But obviously, we still needed a guard last year, but we cut Zeitler because of how much money he made. It's going to be pass interference on Green Bay. It's going to be a first down for the Bears. And Bryce, man, thank you very much. Imagine we had, like, the Buccaneers O-line. What's your opinion on how our record would be? It'd be better. It's hard to say, but having an above-average offensive line like the Bucs offensive line, it makes everybody better. It makes Barkley better. It makes Jones better. It makes the receivers better. Our play calling would still be suspect. We still don't have a great play caller, but it would definitely be better. I don't know how improved our record would be, but it would definitely be improved. Obviously, with the injuries, if Daniel Jones still got hurt, Mike Glennon's not winning many games regardless. I don't think who the offensive linemen are, but it would definitely be better. 11:55 to go here in the second. Mooney in motion, and that was an interesting play there as Justin Fields faked the end around, and then he almost like with a double-handed shovel gave it to Cole Kmet up the middle. That was an interesting little play. That looked like something you'd see from like the Kansas City Chiefs almost with Andy Reid. I like that play call as they get Kmet involved there. Picked up about 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Fields now 4 of 8, 36 yards. We'll see how the rookie does. Tommy, going to get to that in 1 second, man. Just going to call this play here. 2nd and 4 after a pickup of 6, and they're going to try another. I mean, all you got to do is look at this, guys, and look at the Bears are going to take this all the way to the house. Bears are up 9-0. Grant on an end around. All you got to do is look at these plays, guys. You look around the NFL, and I don't normally stream these primetime games, but when I watch these games on TV, and the Bears aren't a good offense, all right? Their offensive line stinks, but just look at the way, and Matt Nagy's not a very good offensive play caller either. People have had, been at wit's end with him, but just look at the way that even the Chicago Bears offense looks with their creativity in their offense. You don't see this from the New York Giants. And a great job by the Chicago Bears offensive line to spring that big play, and a great job there by Grant to stay in bounds and get in there for 6. So Rodgers got his work cut out for him. 9-0 Bears, 11:09 to go here in the second. Still far from over, guys, but obviously not a good start. Snap, hold, kick is good. Let me change the scoreboard after I read a couple of these. Tommy, man, thank you very much, man. Tana, don't really know what to say about our Giants team. They played scared. They they look like they're afraid. Go after the other team soft. Yeah, I mean, Tommy, I get that. I understand that. I'm going to be honest with you, Tommy, going into the game, it's very hard for me to completely flip out because I knew we were going to get killed. We simply are just not as talented as that team, not even close, especially with Mike Glennon at quarterback. Were there things from within the game that I didn't like? Yeah, but overall, man, it's what I expected. I thought we were going to get destroyed. I thought we'd be able to run the ball fairly effectively. We did. On defense, I thought they'd move the ball at will. Now, the defense played worse than I thought they would. I thought it'd be better than that. But I didn't think we were going to stop the Chargers. I think a lot of people looked at the Miami game the week before and they said, well, look what we did with Tua. Tua's a different animal. He ain't Justin Herbert. This is a completely different offense, and it is what it is, man. We got outmanned. We got outcoached. They're just a much better football team than we are. And, got to face that as a fan, especially without Daniel Jones and Mike Glennon in there. Certainly doesn't help things. We're just not nearly as good as they are. Bryce, man, thank you very much. He says, I don't know if that was a mistake, man. You didn't have to do that. And then he said, love. All right, maybe it wasn't a mistake. And Zig, man, thank you very much. He says, tell us who you would have picked in the 19 draft. You know who I would have picked in the 19 draft. I would have picked Josh Allen at 6. I mean, if you watch my draft, well, maybe you weren't a subscriber of mine, but if you watch my draft reaction, all I was saying was Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. So I would have picked Josh Allen at 6. If I had already taken Josh Allen, I probably would have taken a lineman, and it may not have been a good one. Andre Dillard, for example, didn't work out with the Eagles. I can't remember who else was there, but I probably would have taken a lineman at 17, but I certainly would have taken Josh Allen at 6. I'll tell you that right now, for sure, in 19. And I love you, Bryce said. Oh, I appreciate that, Bryce. Chris, thank you, Bryce. I love you, Chris. I appreciate that. I love all you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I would have taken Josh Allen at 6. And then the edge rusher, of course, not talking about the quarterback from Kentucky. And then, and let me change the scoreboard. And then after that, man, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but I probably would have went line. I might have taken a corner. There were a couple of corners in that draft I I really did like DeAndre Baker. Obviously, it didn't work out. I don't think I would have taken him at 17, though. I think I probably would have went line. 11:09 to go here in the second. 10-0 Bears. Bears set to kick this away. They'll let it go over their heads. They'll start at the 25. What's going on there? Callum Mannix popping in. What's going on there, Andrew Christopher? Chris, what do you think about Byron Leftwich? I don't mind Byron Leftwich, Greg. A lot of people have brought him up. I mean, I don't know how successful he would be. I don't know. I haven't done a ton of research on him. I know he calls the plays, though. It's not like Bieniemy, who does not call the plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He calls the plays, which is obviously better, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, the Bucs have a ton of weapons. So, you got to factor that in. But certainly has had success in terms of an offensive play caller. I'd have to do more research on him, but he's certainly a guy that intrigues me. And if the Giants bring him in, I'm definitely excited to learn more about him for an interview if they move on from Judge. Play action. Rodgers rolling out on the run, out of the pocket, and he's going to get rid of it. It'll be 2nd and 10. But yeah, I mean, people have asked me in the past, like, who do you want as the next head coach? I want an offensive mind. I'll say that right now. I definitely want an offensive mind to be the head coach. In today's NFL, the way the rules are constricted, towards limiting the opposing defenses, how easy they make it on quarterbacks, you have to be able to move the football and have an explosive offense. So if you're asking me what type of coach I would want a guy that's more aggressive, a guy that's more, more of an offensive mind. 11:02 to go here in the second. 2nd and 10. 10-0 Bears, lead by 10. But the one thing about Leftwich that always stood out to me when I started thinking about it again when people brought him up as a coaching candidate, Rodgers takes the snap out of the gun. Nice throw there on the slant. That was to Jones. It'll be a 3rd and 3, pickup of 7. That always stood out to me was that in college when he played for Marshall, when he broke his leg and he got carried by the offensive line to finish the drive, like that was like the toughest thing I've ever seen on a football field by Byron Leftwich. 10:38 to go here in the second. 3rd and 3 here for the Packers. There's a big play here. Let's go. We need some points on this drive. Good evening, Christian. The Giants trade for Russell Wilson. Depends on the price, Justin. I'm not going to completely shut the idea down, but for what I think it would cost, I wouldn't do it. Rodgers out of the gun. Jones to his left, down to 2. Rodgers takes the snap. Bears come with a blitz, and that's a good job there by Rodgers to get it out quick to Adams. Adams moving, grooving into all the way up to the 44. When do you see that with the Giants? When a wide receiver catches and he has room to run after the catch. 10:06 to go here in the second. Let's take a look at this play call. How he was able to get so open. Adams, of course, a phenomenal route runner. And he breaks right over the middle. The tight end kind of took the slot corner out of the play. And then Adams just takes the slant and runs for another 10 yards after the catch. 1st and 10 here for the Packers. A.J. Dillon in the backfield. To his left. A.J. Dillon, I think, went to Boston College, if I'm not mistaken. He was a running back I really liked in that draft. I just thought the Packers took him a round or 2 earlier than I expected. Hand off to Dillon up the middle. Gets about 6 to midfield. He's a hard runner. 9:27 to go here in the second. Certainly one of the future pieces of this Packers team. Everything just looks so freaking hard. I know, Chris, man. It's so frustrating. Who you take, Herbert in 2020 if Allen is... Yeah, I mean, DJ, again... Somebody asked me that at the top of the stream. I don't know where we would have been picking because you can't say we definitely would have had the same pick the next year, right? Because if Eli was still the quarterback, there's a good chance we may have won another game or 2. And if we had Josh Allen, he probably makes more of an immediate impact than Daniel Jones in terms of wins and losses. Rodgers takes the snap out of the gun, looks left, throws left, got a man wide open to the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Packers. Let's go. 8:45 to go. DeGura, I think it said. Whoever it is, I don't care. Big gain there by the Packers. Let's go, man. Let's at least celebrate something today. And Lou, man, thank you very much, man. I would have the Giants hitchhike back to New Jersey. I don't blame you, Lou. I don't blame you at all, Lou. Oh, you're damn right I'd be ecstatic if we took Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson's a friggin' beast. He's going top 2 or 3, though. He might even go 1. That guy's a beast. But we'll see. Things change leading up into the draft. 1st and 10 here for the Packers. He's going to motion Lazard out wide right. And I think the Packers are going to call a timeout. Play clock was winding down. First half, not a big deal. 8:09 to go here in the second. Bears lead 10-0. OGR, what's going on, my man? Glad to see OGR. Jeff's a great guy, man. Got to meet him at the Giants game. Happy you popped in, man. Hope you're doing well. And sorry this team sucks ass. The Giants I'm talking about. But, yeah, man, hopefully the Bears find a way to lose. It helps out our Giants tonight. I'm with you. Fire Judge, man. I don't think they're going to fire him now, but at the end of the year, I'm completely fine moving on. Sherman Betcher 19 with Eli wins more games. I mean, DJ, we'll never know. But yeah, I would say yes. Yes, I do. I do think yes. Especially with Josh Allen on the team instead of Daniel Jones. Yeah. I think Eli was a better quarterback at that point than Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones didn't know how to read defenses. So, yeah, I do think we would have won more games had Eli been, at least one more game probably that year had Eli been the quarterback. And I think Josh Allen would have made an impact on the defense. 8:09 to go here in the second. Josh Allen had, 10 sacks in his rookie year? You got it, Jeff, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. Packers got it here at the 25. Man in motion. St. Brown left to right. I formation. Rodgers going to turn. He's going to pitch it. Jones got a good block here. He's going to go forward to the 13. First down for the Pack. 8 minutes to go here in the second. Down at the 14 as they enter the red zone. 7:58 to go. We'll see if Rodgers can put some points on the board. Can you read my last comment? What if Aiden Hutchinson is there with our picks? Would you flip out? No, of course. If we pass him? It depends on the circumstance. Like, if we take Evan Neal over Aiden Hutchinson, I'm not flipping out. I'm just not. Evan Neal is a really good tackle prospect. So, no, I would not flip out. Depends on who we took, man. But I would be happy if we took Aiden Hutchinson. Man in motion, right to left. 7:27 to go here in the second. 5 on the play clock. Rodgers under center. Jones in the backfield. Rodgers will take the snap. And what a fake by Rodgers. He faked out the cameraman. Faked it to Jones. He turns to the right. He hits the tight end out in the flat all the way down to the 3. 7:16 to go here in the second. Packers got it here. Now just pound it to Jones, man. Get it in the end zone. Great fake. That was Mercedes Lewis, which, by the way, little trivia for you guys. Mercedes Lewis, I believe, is the only first-round pick ever to catch a touchdown from Aaron Rodgers. First to go at the 2-yard line. Man in motion, left to right. Rodgers out of the gun. 1 on the play clock. Just gets the snap off, and they were ready for it as he turns it hands to Dillon. Dillon gets no gain there. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 2. It was wrapped up there by Smith. 6:33 to go here in the second. We need someone who's between 300 and 800 pounds who can block. Kyle. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I thought I blocked this asshole. Why does Victor Jimenez? He's the guy that always comes in and tries to troll me from Cop Pizzle's chat. I'll just block you now. I thought I blocked you already though, man. See ya. Yuri, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, I better hear from Aaron Rodgers saying to the Bears, I own you. I would love to see that, man. I was dying of laughter when Aaron Rodgers was taunting the Bears fans last time out when you saw that. Here comes Rodgers, 2nd and goal. Fakes the pitch forward, throws to the back of the end zone, and that's incomplete. Was looking there for Devontae Adams. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. 6:09 to go here in the second. And Share, man, what's up, man? Chris, believe it or not, why would I say? Of course I know you're a friggin' Giants fan, dude. You've been with me forever. I know you're a Giants fan. Believe it or not, I'm truly a Giants fan since you've been on YouTube. I've never said a positive word about the Giants. I love the Giants. That's it. Yeah, but Share, you could be a Giants fan and not say a positive word. You're frustrated with the franchise. I understand it, man. You're definitely a Giants fan. 6:09 to go here in the second. 7 on the play clock here at the 2. Man in motion is Lazard right to left. Rodgers takes the snap, drops back, throws, and that's broken up. They're going to have to settle for 3. We'll see if they go for it. Was looking for Valdez Scantling. Bears defense has come to play. 6:04 to go here in the second. I think if you're the Packers here, you probably take the 3. It hit both the Scantling's hands, but the cornerback Jackson got his hand in his face. Yeah, there's no reason to be positive right now, Ray. Shaw, man, thank you very much, man. When Chris finds Mrs. Tainer, the Giants will start winning again. Love you, buddy. New York Knicks, New York Giants. I know. Well, that's all too familiar. The Packers are going to go for this. And Shaw, man, thanks so much for popping in, buddy. Rodgers coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Jones to his right, trips to the left from the 2. Basically a 2-point conversion. Rodgers throws the slant. Touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Alan Lazard gets in for 6. Let's go. Big touchdown for the Packers. We need that, man. Let's go. 6:02 to go here in the second. 5 minutes, 7 seconds on the drive, 11 plays, 75 yards. Get to those in 1 second. I'll just read those in 1 second. Just going to call the extra point, and then I'll get to a couple of those donations. Thank you to everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Good throw there on the slant. Lazard did a good job. Was a little bit behind him, readjusting and bringing it in. 6:02 to go here in the second. Crosby, the snap, the hold, the kick is good. Packers within 3. All right. Makes me feel a little bit better. And let's get to these real quick. I got Shaw. Brandon, man, thank you very much, man. Chris, I became a Giants fan in 2005-2006 season because I Googled football player number 21, and Tiki came up first. That is a very random way to become a New York Giants fan. Ironically, well, not because you got to see Tiki first, but, well, I guess you did. But ironically, the first player I absolutely fell in love with was Tiki Barber. It's why I named my dog Tiki. I didn't like what Tiki did on the way out, but I always had respect for what Tiki did in a New York Giants uniform. Was an incredible player and was my first love in terms of an individual player for the New York Giants. I used to love watching Tiki play. And Share, man, thank you very much, man. Dude, thank you so much, man. Stand up, new member. Share's been with me forever, man. And welcome to the squad, buddy. And, dude, I know you're a Giants fan, dude. You're just upset about the team, man. I get it. Yuri, man, thank you very much, man. Judge putting Solder at right tackle is basically New England favoritism. I don't know what it is. I really don't, Yuri. And that's kind of what I didn't know the exact reasoning when they were doing it throughout the year. And part of me in the back of my head was saying, is it because of that? Is it because he's familiar with Judge, with New England? I just legitimately believe at this point, and this is a problem, okay? This is a major problem. But I just legitimately feel at this point, Yuri, that the New York Giants legitimately feel that Nate Solder's better than Matt Parrott. And here's my problem. If you didn't know 1,000% going into the year that Matt Parrott was a better offensive lineman than Nate Solder, how did you not draft a tackle? Because Nate Solder sucks. Nate Solder is horrible. But based off the things that Rob Sale has said, based off the thing the New York Giants have said, based off of who's been getting the playing time, I legitimately think they think at this point in time he's a better tackle than Matt Parrott. And if he is, that's a major problem. So I don't think it's New England favoritism. I just think it's that Matt Parrott is not good. He hasn't developed. And OGR, man, thank you very much. Chris, have you seen Art Stapleton's tweet about Daniel? No. Let me take a quick look. Let me pull up Art Stapleton. Let me see. Let me see Art Stapleton's most recent tweets. Art Stapleton, I've seen some reaction to the news that Daniel Jones going to Daniel Jones going to hospital for special surgery. Seen some reactions to the news that Daniel Jones is going to the hospital for special surgery. It's for new MRI scans and another opinion. Okay, so nothing serious, just another opinion on his injury. I'm still looking for the Eli Manning. Bears are going to return this. Well, still on his feet. What the hell? All the way up to the 41. But I don't know if it was an old tweet or a tweet today. But no, I don't see one about Eli Manning. Sorry, OG. I don't see the one you're talking about. Don't donate again. I'll try to look for you in the chat. Let me know what exactly you're talking about. And Lou, gonna get you in 1 second, my man. Share, what's going on? What did Cher say? Cher said, I honestly don't know what a member badge was. My bad. I would have subscribed. Oh no, dude, you didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate it though, man. You don't never have to feel the need to do that, man. I appreciate you watching the channel. 1st and 10 here for Justin Fields. Going to read that 1 second. Luke coming out in the shotgun formation from his own 41, 5:55 to go here in the second. He's going to turn and give to Montgomery. Montgomery turns the corner and he barrels forward for about 6, maybe 7. 5:47 to go. It'll be 2nd and 4. Lou says Judge and Solder are hired assassins in to destroy the Giants because we beat the Patriots twice. Maybe you're right, Lou. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, man. I did not hear about the Danny Dimes thing either until I just read that. But it doesn't sound like it's serious in terms of like he's just getting another opinion on his injury. They're going to motion Kmet right to left. Fields under center, takes the snap, fakes it to Montgomery, drops back under pressure, does a good job there breaking a tackle, and Fields just going to throw it away. 3rd and 4, good job there by the Packers. 5:09 to go here in the second. It's back. Just had to reboot. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna look out for you in the chat, Jeff. Just tell me what he said, and I'll try to see your comment. Yo, Pops, what's your favorite meal? Oh, you got to go with the chicken parm, my man. Chris, great to see you. Great analysis post-game today. Gettleman, major gaffes among many are not drafting Josh Allen and Micah Parsons. Yeah, I mean, the Micah Parsons thing, I'll talk about that in a second. 5:09 to go here in the second, 5 on the play clock. And Fields takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws, and that's picked. Packers are going to take this for 6. Take it to the house, baby. Take it to the house, and Justin Fields falls on the floor. Packers lead 13-10. Let's go. And Ray just asked a great question. Right before I saw that throw, 4:59 to go here in the second, he says, does Justin Fields remind you anybody of Jalen Hurts? You couldn't have said it better after that throw. Matter of fact, that may have been Jalen Hurts making that throw. Great job there by the Packers DB to jump it, Douglas, and he took it back for 6. Right on cue is right, man. Let's go, let's go. 13-10 extra point pending here for Crosby from the right hash. 4:59 to go here in the second. Snap, hold, kick is good. 14-10 Packers by 4. What's up there, Nick the First Man? What's going on there, Jeremy? What's going on, Evan? Man, Chris, I forgot how winning. I know, Cup. Joe, where's my headphones, Judge? Taco, what's up, man? Hey, Chris, at least we're not Bears fans. Well, yeah, we're anybody but Bears fans this year. I got nothing against the Bears, just not this year. This year, I hate them. Kenny Pickett. We'll see, DJ. I'll do more research on. I don't hate Kenny Pickett. I just don't want to force a quarterback pick. You know that. Chris, I've been a Giants fan since Rob Carp. Wow, man, you go way back, Brandon. Chris, did I play a sport in high school? You look like you crossed people up on the court. I did used to play basketball, actually. Basketball and baseball is my best sport, but I did play basketball. Has Josh Allen been good for the Jaguars? This year, last I checked, he was having a good year. I don't know what his sack totals are, but last I checked, his PFF grade was like really high. Like he had a lot of pressures. I'll look right now. I'm curious. Last year he got hurt. His first year he had like 10 sacks. Josh Allen's PFF grade this year was 82. He's got 6 sacks, 50 combined tackles, 37 solo, 1 forced fumble. He's a good player, man. Favorite MLB player ever, Chris? I mean, that's so hard for me to answer, man. I'm always going to side with somebody on my team, and there's been so many Mets that I loved. The first Met that I fell in love with was Edgardo Alfonso when I was a kid growing up. He was like my guy. The clutchest Met, I still say to this day, I've ever seen in a Mets uniform. You could never strike that guy out. Mike Piazza always got the most credit, rightfully so. He's an incredible player. But Edgardo Alfonso, man, was tough as nails, man. Always worked the pitcher. And Piazza, every time Piazza makes a speech, he makes note of that. He always says that Fonzie was so important to him with the New York Mets. So I'm going to go with Edgardo Alfonso, man. I always loved Alfonso. Piazza, of course. And, of course, DeGrom now. But I'm going to go with Alfonso, man. That was my guy. What's going on there, Cade, man? Thanks for popping in. Chris, who do I think is on the Miami Hurricanes Mount Run? I mean, I know a lot of players that have played for the Miami Hurricanes, but I'd have to think long and hard. I mean, there were so many great players that played for the Hurricanes. Willis McGahee was great in college before he had that injury. The running back, Frank Gore, was with Miami, right? They had what's his name? They had a couple of really good tight ends. Was Kellen Winslow there? I can't remember. Jeremy Shockey was with Miami. There were so many great players. Jonathan Vilma played for Miami. He was a great linebacker there. They had so many great players. What's his name for Miami? The edge rusher. Why does it escape me off the top of my head? The Hall of Famer. I think he played for Miami. Maybe he played for the Dolphins. Maybe I'm getting that confused. That ball is going to go out of bounds. Bad job there by the Packers on the kickoff. Taylor, I was thinking of. 4:59 to go here in the second. Andre Johnson played for Miami. Good call there. Yeah, the great wide receiver. Is it Alfonso a coach? Yeah, he is. He is a coach in the Mets organization, I believe, Sherry. Yeah, I think he's still, yes. I know he was. I think he still is. At one point, I think he was coaching the Brooklyn Cyclones. I think he still is. I don't know for a fact if he still is, but he definitely was at one point. Hey, Chris, it was tough watching Slater play. I know. Slater was good today, man. And here we go. Fields coming out under center from his own 40. Montgomery in the backfield, trips to the left. He'll take the snap. He's going to give to Montgomery. Montgomery tries to power forward. Packers are there. They wrap him up, nowhere to go. They'll probably give him forward progress. I think it'll be about 2nd and 10, 4:48 to go here in the second. Jose Reyes. Good. Sean Taylor. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Kellen Winslow. Yeah, I thought he played for Miami. Michael Irvin played at Miami. Good call. Jose Reyes is definitely my top 3 or 4 Mets of all time, too. And is definitely the most exciting player I've ever seen in a Mets uniform. Piazza, yeah, but I got to go Reyes, man, in terms of the most exciting. 2nd and 10. Fields coming out in the shotgun. Takes the snap, 5-step drop. Has time. He's going to check it out in the flat to Jimmy Graham. Graham holds it with one hand like a piece of bread, and he'll get tackled down for a 6-yard gain at the 46. 4:06 to go here in the second. It'll be 3rd and 4. Warren Sapp dropped in the draft because he smoked pot, right? Or maybe it was heavier drugs. I don't remember. But something to do with drugs, and he dropped in the draft. He went like mid-first round. Otherwise, he was thought to be a top 2 or 3 talent in that draft. Same thing with Randy Moss, right? Didn't he drop because of pot? 3:42 to go here in the second. 3rd and 4. And here comes Justin Fields from his own 46. 3 wide set. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Throws over the middle. Nice catch. He's got room to run to the 30, to the 20. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown Bears. That was Bird. He takes it 56 yards. Or 54 yards, I think. 3 plays, 60 yards in a minute 38. Come on, man. 16-14 extra point pending. That play didn't look like Jalen Hurts. Bird turned on the Jets there, man, and took that. Wow, man, that guy's fast. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 17-14. Bears up by 3. This game is much closer than I was hoping. Wright and Beltron, man. Yeah, man. All right, I'm going to bed. All right, Mike, have a good night, buddy. Keith Hernandez. I didn't get a chance to appreciate Keith, but yeah, Keith was known to be a clutch hitter. Jim Kelly. He's probably on the Mount Rushmore for Hurricanes. Jim Kelly's probably one of the top 25 quarterbacks of all time. What's up, Tane? I love your streams, man. What's going on there, EJ Cool? Better running back when, you got to go McCaffrey. McCaffrey over Barkley. Tunsil dropped because of pot too. Yep. Bonds was the greatest hitter of all time. Well, yeah, he didn't ask me that. He asked me who's my favorite player. Not the best player I've ever seen. Best player I've ever seen, Barry Bonds. If you don't account for the steroids, Barry Bonds. You could say Mike Trout, but you don't know who's clean and who's not. But Bonds clearly, took performance-enhancing drugs, but Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, what I always say about Barry Bonds, a clear Hall of Famer without HGH. HGH made him an immortal player. Would have been a Hall of Famer without it. It made him Babe Ruth after he took it. But of course, Barry Bonds was an incredible baseball player. Chris Joe Judge sent me some emails that used, I'm sorry to hear that, Ethan. Maybe that'll get him out of here. Chris, I have a fun fact for you. What's the fun fact, Justin? What's up there, Arctic man? Thanks for popping in. Devontae Adams is better than Cooper Kupp's been incredible this year, though. I don't know. I don't know what Kupp's updated stats were. I remember at one point in the season when I looked at him, I was like, that guy could be the MVP. I'd still say Devontae Adams, but both of them are great. Best player is the Babe. Yeah, again, long before my time, but that's what it was. Yeah, he smoked marijuana like it was a cigarette. Yeah, I remember something to do with drugs. The most incredible stat to me in sports history, when you really think about this is incredible. Babe Ruth, 1 year, had more home runs than any team in baseball by himself. So think about that in today's game. And of course, there weren't as many teams back then, but if Babe Ruth was on the Mets, he would have to hit like 300 home runs to hit more home runs than any other team in baseball. But there was a year where Babe Ruth hit more home runs than any team in baseball. Do you think that Babe Ruth would be able to hit 100? I don't. I mean, Ray. I mean, there's other factors that go into it, right? I mean, obviously there wasn't African-American players that played back then. So the talent wasn't equal either. You could certainly say that. There weren't as many teams, but he was still so dominant for his era. Packers are going to run this back to the 24. A lot of people talk about his weight and how he wouldn't play in today's game. But my answer to that, Ray, always when people bring that up to me and debate that with me, I say, yeah, but there's better personal trainers today. He would know he has to stay in shape to be able to compete, in today's modern day of baseball. But who knows? It's why it's very hard to compare era to era. That's why I think you try to keep it in separate eras, and you see who dominated their eras the most. And it's hard to argue anybody dominated their era more than he did. Bears lead by 3. Packers got it here at their own 24. Rodgers coming out in the gun. 3:16 to go here in the second, 3-wide set. Rodgers will take the snap, drops back to pass. Looks down the sideline. A back shoulder fade was looking for Adams, and the Bears were able to break that up. 3:11 to go here in the second. No, Sammy Sosa's not a Hall of Famer. Nope, not a Hall of Famer. I mean, obviously, if he didn't take roids, yeah. But the fact that he took roids, I don't think he should be. No, I don't think he's on bond. To me, you have to be an incredible player. Mark McGuire's not a Hall of Famer. I put Sosa in the Hall of Fame before McGuire. I think Sosa was a better player than McGuire. But no, I wouldn't put him in. 3:11 to go here in the second. I'd put Bonds in, though. You have to put Bonds in. 3:11 to go here in the second. It'll be a second and 10 here for Rodgers. 3-wide set, 2 on the play clock. Rodgers gets it off, looks, little pump fake under pressure. Rodgers does a good job buying time. He's got a man wide open. Caught all the way up to the 44-yard line. There we go, baby. Good job there by Rodgers to buy time. Was able to find Mercedes Lewis. 2:57 to go here in the second. And AV, man, thank you very much, man. Sup, Tana. Army just got back from SoFi. That's awesome. Well, not a great game to go to, but left in the third quarter. But LA traffic, oh my God, it took that long. Decent number of Giants fans, but was checked out. Not all. Yeah, I mean, how could you have a lot of passion with a game like that, man? I just hope that you got to enjoy the stadium. The stadium looked incredible. It's definitely on my bucket list of stadiums that I want to go to. There's an injury on the field to one of the Packers linemen, but I hope you at least enjoyed yourself at the game. Horrible game, though. I don't know who timed you out, Greg. It might have been by accident. But if it happens again, just let me know. And sometimes that happens by accident, man. So I apologize. So anyways, Chris, what do you Zahib? I'm a stripper. No, man, I'm just a normal guy, man. I got hobbies like everybody else. I'm a big movie guy. I say that all the time. I'm going to see Spider-Man actually on Thursday. The night before it comes out, I'm seeing Spider-Man. So I'm super excited about that. I just saw The House of Gucci. That was pretty good. But the new Spider-Man looks sick. I can't wait to see it, man. Hey, Chris, what does it take to become a mod? Jake, I don't give them out a lot because I used to have a lot of problems when I gave out the mods because people would be blocking people and yada, yada, yada. So I give them out sparingly now. I'll give them out. You got to be in a lot of my streams. It's somebody that shows up all the time. And, I'll give them out sparingly. I don't give out that many mods anymore. Look at my Chris repping those Knicks colors. What's going on, MH, man? Glad to see you, buddy. Sam Howell, I mean, he's been somewhat underwhelming this year out of North Carolina. He was supposed to be arguably the best quarterback prospect going in. Many thought either him or Malik Willis, but he's kind of dropped in mocks because he hasn't been as good as people thought he would be this year. Golden Globe nominations are out tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a look at that, Jane. I'm a big movie fan. As a matter of fact, I debated whether or not I was going to make a movie channel or a sports channel when I first started. Football Talk with Benny. What's up, man? Glad to see you, man. If you guys haven't done so, check out Benny's channel. Benny's a great kid. Sorry the Giants absolutely suck, Benny. I'm sure you weren't happy today, but hopefully we get a Packers win tonight. Hey, did you watch Old? Old? No, I didn't watch Old. I don't know what you mean, Old. No. Do you think Mara will have the balls to hire an outside GM and start from scratch? I hope, but I have my doubts. When you say outside GM, that means firing Judge, bring somebody in, no ties to Judge. I have my doubts. We'll see. I hope. Yeah, Ray, I got to get back on that. My brother was busy getting married. I was actually talking to Greg during his bachelor party. So we got to start this up again, especially now that we can go to movies and talk about them. So maybe we'll get back to that. I was talking to Greg because now we could do trailer reactions. We could do movie reviews. And it was always something that I wanted to do. So that's something that I still want to do. So I'm going to get in touch with Greg, especially during the downtime in the off season, maybe try to build that channel up. So I think I'm going to do that, after football season when I got a little bit more downtime. So here we go. Rodgers coming out in the shotgun formation from his own 44. Bears come with 4. Looks right, throws right. That's caught for a 6-yard gain. That was Valdez Scantling. It'll be second and 4. 2:35 to go here in the second. I appreciate that, Jesse, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. The best sports movie ever? Oh, man, that is such a good question. Let me ask the chat that. I think that is such a great question. Because you could go so many different ways with that. To me, you almost have to break it down by sport. But I'll shout out a bunch of them after this play. Second and 4, Rodgers coming out in the shotgun. 3 wide set. Man in motion is Lazard. 2:03 to go. Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to throw a floater down the right sideline, and he missed him. It'll be 3rd and 4. Brian Song's good movie. Waterboy's hysterical. Rocky, of course. Sandlot. Moneyball is great. Moneyball. I actually just watched Moneyball again a couple of weeks ago. That movie's freaking awesome. Major League is great. Major League is the type of movie whenever it's on, you got to watch it anytime it's on, I got to watch it. It's like My Cousin Vinny. If My Cousin Vinny's on, I'm watching it. It's the same thing with Major League. Rounders, fantastic. If you count poker as a sport, which I do, I'm a big poker fan. Hardball. You guys have mentioned some good ones. I mean, nobody mentioned Rudy. There it is. There it is. I mean, what are we doing, guys? Rudy is like one of the greatest movies of all time. I freaking love Rudy. If you're a football fan, how do you not love Rudy? It's basically Rocky, but with football. I absolutely love Rudy. Dodgeball is hysterical. 42 was good. Coach Carter was good. Nobody mentioned Hoosiers. Hoosiers is a great movie as well. You hate Rudy? Oh, I freaking love Rudy. A League of Their Own is great. A League of Their Own is fantastic. Yeah, Hoosiers is great for sure, man. No, Any Given Sunday, I wouldn't say it's one of the best, but Al Pacino's speech in that movie is amazing. What else didn't we say? What other? I'm trying to think of. League of Their Own. I don't know if anybody said that. Oh no, somebody said that. Field of Dreams, rather, is another great baseball movie. I like Friday Night Lights. I think that's a good football movie. Cinderella Man is really good. That's an underrated movie. Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe. He was really good in that. That's a really good movie. Remember the Titans, of course. You can't love Rudy when you hate Notre Dame. Happy Gilmore is great. Happy Gilmore is fantastic. That's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. Rollerball. I don't think I ever saw Rollerball. I remember when it came out. I don't think I saw it. We Are Marshall. I saw that. That was good. What's up there, Federico? Hakers, Blind Side. That was good. With what's her name? What's her name? Why is it the she's in Speed? She's obviously super famous. Why does her name escape me right now? She's a good actress though. Slapshot, $1 Million Baby. Yep. Debbie Does Dallas. Sandra Bullock. There you go. Sandra Bullock. Caddyshack, hysterical. Definitely one of my favorite comedies for sure. I love Bill Murray. Horny Tatum, man, thank you very much. Giants make me hide in my closet from Eagles fans. The Rookie is such an underrated sports movie. I'll talk about that in a second. Minute 58 to go here in the second. Shotgun formation here for Rodgers from his own 50. Not his own 50, from the 50. Looks right, throws right, nowhere to go. Good coverage again, man. And there's a late flag. We'll take it. That's on Johnson. Minute 54 to go here in the second. So the Packers get bailed out there with a pass interference. 61. Yeah, that was an HBO movie. It was good, though. Billy Crystal, obviously on Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, The Chase for 61. That was good. It was definitely good. 8 Men Out is a good baseball movie as well. Minute 54 to go here in the second. 17-14. Bears lead by 3. And now they overturn the penalty? So they threw the flag and then they picked it up. I hate when referees do that. So now the Packers are going to have to punt. Bad News Bears is good. Yeah, good call, man. Denzel's awesome. I could run down a laundry list of Denzel movies that I love. Punts away. Bears are going to field this at the 4. They'll try to cut it to the outside. Packers there. He cuts back to the left. Got a couple of lead blockers here. He's going to turn. I'll tell you what, man. The return game for the Bears tonight has been ridiculous. He's going to take this all the way to the house. A 98-yard punt return. And that's the same guy before. Grant takes that all the way to the house. 23-14 extra point pending. Oh, my God. Oh, 9-point game. Let me see this real quick. And Eric, man, thank you very much. At this point, I just can't wait for NASCAR. So I'm not a big NASCAR guy. I never got into NASCAR. Snap, hold, kick is good. So 10-point game here. Minute 32 to go here in the second. Somebody said Training Day. Training Day is my all-time favorite Denzel Washington movie. He won Best Actor for that. That movie's friggin' amazing. But there's so many great Denzel movies. I mean, John Q, I love too. That kind of came out around the same time. Equalizer's fun. Safe House was really good if you haven't seen that with Ryan Reynolds. These are like more modern Denzel movies, but his old stuff too is great. What was the one? Hurricane was really good. Denzel's great. Antoine Fisher, yeah, that was with Derek Luke. Minute 32 to go here in the second. 24-14 as Akeem Grant takes that 97 yards. Inside job was really good. Yep. Inside Man was excellent. Deja Vu is a really good one. Yes. Yes, good call. Kicks away here. That's going to go over their head. The Packers will start at the 25. Man on Fire is awesome. Man on Fire. I loved Denzel's character in Man on Fire. Denzel normally has got like that, I don't know, like he's like a kind of a somewhat a likable guy. In Man on Fire, he just didn't care. I loved his character in Man on Fire, man. He was awesome in that movie. What didn't he like tape something up a guy's butt or something? Like he taped a bomb up his butt and he just walked away and he presses the thing and he explodes. I love that movie. Flight was awesome, man. I felt bad for him. He was an alcoholic in that movie. Minute 32 to go here in the second. There's an injury here on the field for the Bears. Speed is a great movie, yeah. Am I a fan of Godzilla? It was all right. Ready for the fun fact? Justin, give it to me, man. He Got Game is good. Training Day is his greatest movie ever. I just said that earlier. I was so happy when he won Best Actor for that. Yeah, I've seen Equalizer. Yeah, Man on Fire, Denzel just didn't care, man. He didn't care. AV, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, which New York Arena stadium has the best pizza stands? Oh, man, I have no, there are so many. If you live on New York, you guys know. I mean, there's literally a pizza, at least where I live, there's like a pizza place like every 3 minutes. So there's no way I'm going to be able to give you the best one. Again, there are so many. I can tell you around Long Island. I used to live in Brooklyn. There's a lot of good places. Staten Island, there's a lot of good places. There's just so many. If you get a slice in New York, it's generally good. But I don't really have like there's some by me that I have like my favorites, but there's just so many great pizza places. Rodgers takes the snap out of the gun. The Packers trail by 10. He's going to throw. He's going to hit his man out in the flat, and that'll be a pickup of about 14. Minute 23 to go here in the second. Packers trail by 10, starting to move and groove here. Hopefully they can get at least 3 before the half. Packers still have 2 timeouts. We'll see if Rodgers get them in field goal range, but not doing the Packers any favors with the punt return by Grant for 97 yards. Here's Rodgers coming out in the gun, 3 wide set. He's got a running back to his left. Rodgers takes the snap, throws. That's caught by Adams. Adams with a nice little dance move there as he's pushed out of bounds, picks up about 5. That'll stop the clock. 59 seconds to go here in the second. Who will win a chip first, in your opinion, the Knicks or the Giants? I'll say the Giants. I think it's much harder to win in the NBA. Now, if the Knicks get 3 superstars, of course I'll say the Knicks, but it's not easy to do that. And without doing that, it's very hard to win. In football, you go on a hot stretch, you could win. So I'll say the Giants. 59 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 2 on the play clock for Rodgers. Takes the snap, throws over the middle. That's Lazard. Lazard makes a man miss. He goes all the way down to the 38. First down, Packers. 51 seconds to go here in the second. And the Packers will burn their second timeout. 1st and 10. Daniel Jones. Yeah, I saw that Jones is getting an MRI. But to me, at least from what he said, Art Stapleton said after, it's not like it's like because they think he further damaged the injury. It's because, at least the way that I felt from the way I read it, he's just trying to get another opinion to see if he can get cleared to play. But I guess we'll get more information on it, throughout the week. And Larry, man, thank you very much, man. Foolproof with Ryan Reynolds is one of the most overlooked and underrated heist. I've never seen it. Never seen that. I like Ryan Reynolds too. I've never seen that. There's a lot of good. I like. Was it called The Heist? The one with Robert De Niro and what's his name? He's such a good actor. Why is the name? He was in American History X. He was in Rounders. Is that movie was really good. I think it's called The Heist. That's one of my favorite heist movies. Rodgers coming out in the shotgun formation, but I've never seen that one. 3 wide receiver set. Takes the snap. Ed Norton is the actor I was thinking of. Drops back to pass, looks down the left sideline. What a throw! Adams is going to get it for 6. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers. Let's go. Oh, my God. Putting the Packers right back in it. Let's go. We got a good game tonight, boys. Aaron Rodgers slices and dices his way down the field here with about 40 seconds to go till halftime. The Packers within 4, extra point pending. Yeah, Ed Norton. Yeah, we need the Bears to lose, but the Packers just scored a touchdown. I'm celebrating that. Snap, hold, kick, good. 24-21, 44 seconds to go here in the second. Three-point game. Yeah, defensive battle. The Italian Job's pretty good. That was a good one, yeah. That's a good heist movie. The best comedy movie? I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's because it's a changing of the era, or maybe it's because people are like so much into like Netflix and Hulu and TV shows nowadays. They don't make comedies anymore. And they certainly don't make them like they used to. I can't remember off the top of my head the last great comedy that I saw. Comedies used to be great. They don't make good comedies anymore. 44 seconds to go, and probably because they don't make a lot of money. Marvel makes money, right? Grown Ups is hysterical. Goodfellas is not really a comedy, but it's a great movie. Anchorman is great. Love Anchorman. Old school Anchorman, Wedding Crashers. Kicks away here by the Packers. And the Bears are going to field this a yard deep. They'll take it out there to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Oh, my God, man. The Packers special teams are pathetic. All the way up to the 43. Khalil Herbert. 37 seconds to go here in the second. Bears still have all 3 timeouts. The Packers special teams look like they're coached by Joe Judge. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is, it's kind of like half action, half comedy. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas is the gold standard. I don't know if it's the gold standard, but I definitely like it. Jim Carrey's great in whatever he does. 37 seconds to go here in the second. Bears have it at the 42. Takes the snap, drops back, throws, and that's dropped. It'll be second and 10. 33 seconds to go here in the second. We've seen a touchdown scored in like every way imaginable. You saw a punt return. You saw a pick six. I don't know if we've seen a run for a touchdown. I can't remember off the top of my head. Obviously, we've seen throws. Favorite Christmas movie? This is a debate I frequently have with my brother. I consider it a Christmas movie. Most people don't. I think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what you tell me. And if it qualifies, Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie. Justin Fields coming out in the shotgun here from his own 42. He's got a man to his right, takes the snap, drops back to pass, pump fake, looks out, caught, and that's Cole Kmet, picks up about 5. That'll bring up third and manageable. 26 seconds to go here in the second. Die Hard is awesome. If it qualifies, that's my favorite Christmas movie. Elf's great. Elf's in my top 3 or 4 for sure, Christmas movies. Christmas Vacation's in my top 4. All right, I'll give you my top. Die Hard, because I count it. Home Alone, Elf, Christmas Vacation. Those are probably my top 4. Fields coming out in the gun. Actually, I always say an underrated Christmas movie. As Fields takes the snap, drops back, steps up. He's going to run. He's going to pick up the first, and he's going to get in field goal range. Out of bounds at the 33. Bears still have all 3 timeouts. 19 seconds to go here in the second. A Family Man, I think, is like an underrated. I'm not saying it's on the level of those, but it's like Bad Santa, by the way, is hysterical. That's a Christmas movie. But A Family Man with Nicolas Cage, I think, is a pretty good Christmas movie. Yuri, man, thank you very much. He says, why would anyone consider Leftwich as a head coach? Brady is carrying the team, and he calls his New England plays, in my opinion. Well, Leftwich is the play caller. I understand where you're coming from, though, because I've said that. That's something you have to take into account. The fact that he has Brady, the fact that they have all those weapons, it makes his job a lot easier. But Leftwich calls the plays. Fields takes the snap out of the gun, drops back under pressure, buys time, rolls out of the pocket, down to 13, and Fields going to get out of bounds. 10 seconds to go. He picked up about 4 to make the field goal more manageable. 10 seconds to go in the second. Santa Claus, Bad Santa is friggin' awesome. I love Bad Santa. Home Alone 2 is really good. That was the one that was in New York. The first one was in Chicago. My neighbor's father, when I was growing up as a kid, was in Home Alone 2. He was the limo driver. When Macaulay Culkin has the pizza in the limo, that was him. And he was the fat cop in Men in Black in the first scene. When the cop's out of breath, that was him. Same guy. What's going on there? Oba Man, thanks for popping in. I personally like Frosty the Snowman. I mean, that's a classic. You can't go wrong. Oh, here's the fun fact. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played the Hurricanes. And if he didn't go, let me read this real quick. The Hurricanes, and if he didn't go to WWE, he would have. I knew that, Justin. I knew he was with Miami. And I think, no, Bill Goldberg, who was a wrestler, I think was drafted by the Falcons, but he never made the team. But yeah, I knew that he played for Miami, The Rock. Giants stink. I'm going to try to keep hanging in there with my team. I mean, you have no choice, Spaz. If you're a fan, you're a fan, man. You got to roll with your team. We're all down in the dumps. Trust me, man. Today doesn't hit me as hard as other games do because like I said, man, I'm like emotionally like whatever. Like I know that I checked out in terms of being like fuming over Giants losses this year because I know we just don't have it at this point. Fields going to take the snap out of the gun, rolls out to the right. That's caught by Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to get out of bounds. It'll stop the clock. Got about 5 seconds to go, so the Bears will attempt the field goal. It's going to be Santos, probably about a 44, 45-yarder. We'll see if he makes it. Debbie Does Christmas. Passenger 57, that's a Wesley Snipes movie. I like that. It's not a Christmas movie. You're going off topic, but that's a good movie. That's a Wesley Snipes movie. Thomas, man, thank you very much, man. So this is what an offense is supposed to look like. Who would have known? Exactly, Tom. Both teams. Well, the Bears are kind of getting in, weird ways, but yeah, both teams putting up points. 3rd and 4 here for Santos. Oh my God, my favorite Tarantino movie. Oh my God, dude. Everything Tarantino touches turns to gold. I got to go with Pulp Fiction. You got to go with Pulp Fiction. But I mean, Inglourious Basterds is amazing. Django Unchained is amazing. But I got to go with Pulp Fiction. Timeout on the field here by the Packers as they're going to freeze the kicker. The Hateful Eight's good, but I put Pulp Fiction above it. Reservoir Dogs is really good. I never saw that, John. I haven't seen that yet, The Nice Guys. But I like Ryan Gosling. Kill Bills are good. Kill Bills are definitely good. Is Paul Blart a Christmas movie? To be honest with you, I've never seen Paul Blart. Never seen Paul Blart. I know he's like a mall cop. That's all I know. The one movie I like with him in it, Kevin James, I like Hitch. I think Hitch is like a good movie. It's like a good like rom-com movie. 5 second snap, hold, kick is good. That'll take us to halftime. And a big field goal there to close out the quarter by the Bears. 48 points scored in the first half. 27-21. We'll talk to the chat. I love the movie talk. I'm having fun tonight. It's helped me get my mind off the Giants. 27-21. Thank you guys for being here. Lord of the Rings. Okay. All right. You just brought up, and maybe you guys wouldn't know this or think this about me. You just brought up my favorite movie of all time. And it's not Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie of all time. And I consider all three one movie. And it's not for everybody. I know they're very long. They're drawn out. Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie, though. And my favorite Lord of the Rings is Return of the King, the third one. But that is my favorite movie of all time. Right. Let's see what we got here. Jedi says, I think Mall Cop was on. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is ridiculous. The other guys, yeah, I've seen the other guys. Really good. Do I like The Hobbit? What's up, Christopher Ewing? And the Hobbit, here's my problem with The Hobbit, man. And the first Hobbit was okay. I actually thought the second Hobbit was better than the first Hobbit. The third Hobbit was horrible. But my problem with The Hobbit, it was a complete money grab. The Hobbit book was like 250 pages, 300 pages. They made 3 movies out of it, and they were all like 2 hours and 30 minutes. It was like a complete money grab. They could have made 1 2-hour movie and wrapped it up. Lord of the Rings, it's understandable. They're like 1,000 pages, each one. But The Hobbit, it was a complete money grab, man. They stretched that out. Was not a big fan of The Hobbit. Definitely not near Lord of the Rings. Lou Vegas says, movie my thing. That's right, man. Avengers is great. Sing, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. The Nicolas Cage look like, I mean, yeah, I actually really like Nicolas Cage. He's just crazy now and he makes everything. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is great. Love it. Love it. Peter Jackson had a miserable time. He should have. It didn't compare to the Lord of the Rings. Looking forward to the movie channel. Yeah, I already have it, unknown user. I haven't uploaded there in like over a year, but I got to talk to my brother. We started it during the pandemic, And then he kind of got, busy because he was getting married and I got busy with football and everything else. But I could talk movies for hours, man. I love movies. So yeah, hopefully you guys check it out. I want to review movies, talk to you guys about it. It's a passion of mine, just like it is with football and sports. Yeah, I got the movie pass, so I see like every movie that comes out. I love movies. Yeah, I already got my tickets to the new Spider-Man. It looks awesome. I think it's called The Entertainer Talking Movies, if I'm not mistaken, Milkers Cow. We made a couple of videos, but at the time there were no movies coming out. So we were basically just doing podcasts on some of our favorite movies. But I want it to be like new movies coming out where we do trailer reactions, we, do movie reviews. So now that movies are actually coming out, there's a lot more content we can put up. I think it's called The Entertainer Talking Movies. I know he did. He owned his own island as well, Machete. Okay, let me ask you guys about. I don't know if you guys have watched Money Heist. It's 27-21, George. Bears lead by 6 at the half. I don't know if you guys have watched the new season to Money Heist. I saw like the first 4 seasons. I really liked the first season a lot, and then I felt like it was going a little bit off the rails, but I haven't checked out the new season. Is it good? I haven't checked out the new season. Favorite movie villain. Okay. This is such a random. I like when people say villains, you're immediately going to turn to like Marvel. So that's what you're going to think, right? You're going to, like whatever. You're going to think about like the most famous Marvel villains. You're going to think the Joker. And that's probably my favorite, if we're being honest. The Joker is so good. Like every new Joker is better than the last. But I'm going to tell you, man, and I'll be the first to say I'm biased. I love everything, not everything, but pretty much everything Tom Cruise does. Every movie that guy makes, I love. But his character in why is the name of the movie escaping me? With him and Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is a cab driver, and Tom Cruise plays an assassin that has like a hit out, and Jamie Foxx is driving him around from hit to hit, but he doesn't know. Tom Cruise in that movie was amazing. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. What was the name? Collateral. There it is. That movie is friggin' amazing. And Tom Cruise in that movie, he was a badass. He was a badass in that movie. Of course, most people are going to say, yeah, his character was Vincent. Yeah. Most people are going to say Darth Vader, or yeah. But man, I love Collateral, man. I love Tom, because it wasn't like the typical Tom Cruise role. He had the gray hair. He was a badass in that movie. Yeah, Ruthless. Favorite video game of you? I don't really play a lot of video games. If I'm gonna, it's usually gonna be like Madden, like a sports video game. Favorite horror movie? Mine is The Shining. There's so many great horror movies. Shining's a classic. That's such a good question. The Thing is great. The Thing is such an underrated horror movie. I love The Thing with Kurt Russell. That came out like the 80s. I think that's a great horror movie. You just mentioned a great one with The Shining. That's a classic. I'm trying to think of more recent ones. The first time I saw The Ring, I loved it, but I wouldn't put it on that level. I loved the first Saw. I thought the twist at the first time you saw Saw, I loved the twist at the end of it. There's so many great horror movies though, man. The Exorcist is awesome, Eds. Halloween for sure. Yep. Favorite action movie series? I'm gonna go with good old Tom Cruise again, man. I am a huge Mission Impossible fan, and outside of the second Mission Impossible, which it was bad, every other one is amazing. That's definitely my favorite action series. How the blank are the Bears in this game? The Bears have had they had a punt return for a touchdown. They've scored in freaky ways. They had like a pitch for a touchdown. They've scored in freaky ways. I wasn't a big fan of MI2. I shouldn't say it was bad. To me, it just doesn't measure up with the other ones. Quiet Place I love the first Quiet Place, actually. The second one wasn't great. I can't wait for the new Matrix. The new Matrix looks sick. I can't wait for the new Matrix. Need a Bears loss to secure a top 5 pick. Yeah, Jim, I'm with you, man. That's the only reason why I stream the game, because it means so much for the Giants. I still have faith the Packers are going to pull this out, but it's definitely a lot closer than I want it to be. That's for damn sure. John Wick, good call, Big Daddy. John Wick is sick. I was discerning this Limitless. Wait, is Limitless the one with I think that's the one with Bradley Cooper, where he takes like the pill and like he could do whatever he wants. And then it starts like affecting his brain. That's Limitless, right? That was definitely like a really cool idea for a movie. They actually made a show. I haven't watched the show, but that was a really cool. That was like one of those movies where you saw the idea. You're like, that's a really cool idea for a movie. Yeah, that was a cool idea. And Robert De Niro's in that too. The other Bradley Cooper movie I really like is Silver Linings Playbook. Even though they're Eagles fans, the movie's hysterical. The acting is great. But yeah, that's a cool movie. It was a cool idea. I never saw the show. Baseball question. Is our boy Billy Wagner a Hall of Famer? Probably. I'd have to see how he stacks up with other closers. Not a lot of closers make it. But he was like, when I was watching, throughout my lifetime watching baseball, obviously Mariano was the gold standard. And then it's probably Hoffman and Wagner off the top of my head. Gagne, if he didn't take steroids, had that one incredible year as a closer. But Wagner was good for so long. I would think he'll probably eventually get in. Is David Ortiz a Hall of Famer? I think he is. The one thing I can't stand, Jen, I don't know how many baseball fans are in here. The one thing I can't stand, and I'm not trying to like downplay how great of a hitter he was, but why people thought that Edgar Martinez needed to be a Hall of Famer because he was the best designated hitter. Just because you're the best designated hitter ever doesn't make you a clear-cut Hall of Famer. The guy didn't do anything in the field. For me, you have to go above and beyond. You have to be an immaculate hitter. And Edgar Martinez was a great hitter. I just didn't think he was a shoo-in like people made it out to be. But yeah, I think David Ortiz has to get in. David Ortiz was probably one of the clutchest hitters I've ever seen. And he was so important to those Red Sox teams. So yeah, I would say David Ortiz should get in. I know he pretty much was a DH. No Mets, no Nets, no Jets, man. Thank you very much. The best Giants movie equals big fan. I never saw that. Never saw that. I've seen The Fan. I've never seen Big Fan. The Fan with De Niro and Wesley Snipes. I've never seen Big Fan. Interstellar. Interstellar is one of those movies you got to watch like 4 times. That's one of those Christopher Nolan movies you got to watch like 4 times. But Interstellar is awesome. But it took me like 2 or 3 times for it to register. But yeah, Interstellar is really good, and so is Inception. Inception, of course, incredible. I love both those movies. Chris, I invite you over for Christmas and New Year's. I grow my own coffee and plenty. All right, maybe one of these days I'll pop over, man. Barry Bonds was locked in for Heat is great. Oh man, Heat's friggin' awesome. Heat's with Stripe with Bill Murray's great too. Heat, you got that cast was incredible. That was Val Kilmer before he was really fat, Robert De Niro, and Al Pacino. Whenever you have Robert De Niro and Al Pacino together, you got a great movie. So I saw Tenet. Maybe I got to see it again. Like I said, a lot of times with Christopher Nolan movies, you got to see it more than once. I only saw it once. I was not thrilled with it. No, it was definitely not a movie where I was like, nah, I got to see that again. No, I wasn't a big fan of Tenet. But like I said, maybe I got to see it again. Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies ever. Absolutely. Bill Murray's awesome. But Groundhog Day's been redone so many times by so many different movie series. But it's so good. That's one of those movies every time. Again, that's another movie. Whenever it's on, I got to watch it. Worst movie ever? Oh, man, I've seen so many bad ones. I don't know, man. That's too hard. I've seen so many bad ones. I'm gonna give you a movie, and again, maybe I would change my opinion if I saw it again. And I went in with such high expectations. I'm gonna give you a movie that if you go on like Rotten, and this isn't the worst movie ever, but to me, it's one of if and my me and my brother get into debates of this movie all the time because he loves it. I think it's one of my. It might be my most disappointing movie ever. And when I say that again, I don't think it's the worst movie ever. But I went in thinking it was going to be great. Like it had like a 96% on Rotten Tomato. People are hyping it up. I see the trailer. I think the idea is amazing. Didn't do it for me. Looper. I don't know if you guys have seen Looper. Didn't do it for me. And maybe it was because my expectations were too high. That is one of the most disappointing movies I've ever seen. I thought the idea for the film was incredible. It's with Bruce Willis. I was not a fan. I did not like Looper, man. I was super let down by that. No Mets, no Nets, no Jets. He says every Giants fan should definitely watch Big Fan starring Patton Oswalt. Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Yeah, see, people like it. Like I said, I'm different. I think a lot of people liked it. I don't know. I didn't live up. Maybe my expectations, like I said, were too high. Yeah, a lot of people like it. I think the idea is amazing. Where the guy's an assassin going after himself, but maybe I got to see it again. I got to give it another chance. But here we go. Start of the third quarter. I'll change it after the kick. Bears kicking it away. Packers let it go over their head. They'll start at the 25. Start of the third quarter. Am I doing the Bears play again on Monday night? Then I probably will. If the Bears are primetime, I'll do the game because it means a lot for the Giants, especially down the stretch. So, yeah, if the Bears are on Monday night, I'll do the game again, yes. Yeah, James, the idea I thought was great. Like, when I saw the idea, I'm like, this movie's going to be amazing. So, here we go. Rodgers coming out under center from his own 25. Packers trail by 6. He's going to turn and give to Dillon. Dillon off the right side. Look at him stumbling forward, looking like Jerome Bettis there. Picks up 11 off the right side. Bounced off a couple of tacklers. 14:48 to go here in the third. Packers trail by 6 with the ball. This guy, A.J. Dillon, runs hard, man. This is the style of running back that I want on the Giants. He's got those Brandon Jacob vibes. Bouncing off tacklers. From their own 36, Rodgers coming out in the gun. He's going to motion Lazard right to left. 14:22 to go here in the third. 1st and 10 for Rodgers. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn and give Dillon up the middle. Lowers the shoulder. Picks up another 5. 2nd and 5. 14:11 to go here in the third. Yeah, Raphael, I could talk movies for hours, man. Sharknado. That's up there. But that's like one of those really bad movies that it's so bad that you enjoy it. But yeah, the Meg. I'm a big Jason Statham fan. Anything that guy does, I like too. But the Meg's definitely corny. Rodgers, 15 to 21, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. It'll be a 2nd and 5 here for Aaron. Takes the snap out of the gun. He throws. He hits his man, Adams. Adams breaks a tackle. Nice stiff arm there. Gets out of bounds. Gets 10, maybe 11. As the Packers approach midfield, 13:31 to go here in the third. Oh, Snatch is friggin' awesome. Statham's not in this movie, but it's the same director. Pretty recent came out. You better see The Gentleman if you haven't seen it. You better see The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey. 13:12 to go here in the third. 1st and 10 for the Packers as they approach midfield. Here comes Rodgers coming out under center from the Bears 48. Bears showing blitz, man in motion right to left. Rodgers, play action, rolling out. Hits Adams. Adams in open space to the 35. Stiff arm out of bounds at the 32. Good start to this drive here for the Packers. 12:54 to go here in the third. Guy Ritchie directed that as well. Yeah, it was a Guy Ritchie movie. Tana, how about the most boring movie you've seen? Oh, man. There's so many. I mean, I'd have to really think about that because there's been so many bad movies I've seen. I'd have to really think about that. Adams, 5 catches, 84 yards, and a score. Frequency's great, man. With the Mets, the old school Met vibes. Absolutely, man. I've seen that movie so many times. Man in motion, right to left. Rogers under center, takes the snap, turns, gives to Dillon. Dillon lowers. Look at Dillon run. Oh, my God. A.J. Dillon got 8 yards. Should have got like 2. I want this guy. I remember during the draft, I wanted Dillon, but I didn't think I thought he'd go in like the 4th round. This guy's tough. 12 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Good run there by A.J. Dillon. 2nd and 2 for the Packers. I'll talk about that in a second, Alex. Man in motion. Here comes Rogers out of the gun. He's going to throw. He's going to hit his man. That's a first down. I think that's Valdez-Scantling down to the 15. Great start to this drive for Rogers. 11:25 to go here in the 3rd. We'll see if the Packers can cash in. Alex says, I know this sounds crazy, but I think we really need to trade Saquon. Well, we could still get value on him. A good offensive line can make an average running back look great. I don't see that happening, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be against it if they could get something decent for him. I personally am not in favor of trading him for absolute peanuts. Like a 5th round pick, I'd rather just hold on to him and for another year and try to heavily focus on the offensive line and hope that makes Saquon a much better player, which I think it would, his 2nd year off the injury, and then look to potentially trade him if he ups his value. There's a handoff to Dillon. Dillon lowers the shoulder, picks up 11 down to the 4. Oh, man. 1st and goal here, man. This Packers team, man. They run hard, man, A.J. Dillon. 10:38 to go here in the 3rd. 1st to goal from the 4. Get out the way. This is the kind of football I like. Packers have a 1st to goal here at the 4. Rogers coming out under center, I formation. 2 wide set. Dillon in the backfield. Lazard in motion. 6 on the play clock. Rogers takes the snap, turns, gives to Dillon. Dillon lowers the shoulder, and he gets to about the 2.5, maybe. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Yeah, Seti, for sure, man. Wasn't able to watch the game today. Can I get a recap? I mean, we were just completely overmatched at my finest. Start to finish. The defense, it was probably the worst defensive game we've had all year. If definitely one of them. I felt like it was the worst defensive game that we've had all year at the end of the game. We were able to run the ball. Outside of that, nothing. We got 2 late touchdowns, but it meant nothing. It was in garbage time. Kyle Rudolph had a good play, 60-yard catch. Rogers going to turn and give. Touchdown, Packers. Let's go. Jones in for 6. That was too easy, man. All right. We're all tied up. Packers about to kick the extra point to take the lead. Good answer there by the Pack. I haven't seen it, Queasy. I haven't seen the new Money Heist season. I have to, but I haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm excited to it's supposed to be coming out soon in terms of Netflix shows. If you guys haven't seen it, I suggest watching it. Snap, hold, kick. Good. I like it. Maybe other people don't. I don't know how people feel about it. I like the Umbrella Academy. I don't know if you guys have seen that show. I think it's 2 seasons in. Maybe it's 3. I don't even know. But I think the new season's coming out soon. I think I read like in a month. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's a show I like. And another show that I friggin' love is The Boys on Amazon. And that is basically the heroes are essentially the villains, which is cool. It's like a different spin. I think The Boys is an awesome show. That's on Amazon. And I don't know when the new season for that comes out. 28-27, Packers lead by 1. Yeah, I love The Boys. Yeah, I watched Squid Game. Squid Game was cool. Squid Game was kind of like an adult Hunger Games. It was like an adult Hunger Games. Yeah, I watched Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. I mean, it's the Eagles, so I hate it. But no, it was a good movie. Vince Papale. Yeah, it was a good movie. That's a good sports movie. I forgot about that one. That is a good sports movie. Somebody said The Rookie, though. I think The Rookie's great. I think that's like an underrated sports movie with what's his name? I like the actor. I don't know why it's escaped my name. Escaped my memory rather. Somebody's gonna say it in the chat, but that movie's really good. He's a relief pitcher for the Rays. That was a really good movie. Oh no, I didn't see the TV show. No, I didn't see the TV show. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. There you go. Dennis Quaid. Yep. The Rookie's a good movie. I haven't seen that yet, Cynical. Everybody talks about Ted Lasso, and I like that actor. He's hysterical. I haven't seen that yet. What streaming service is that on? What streaming service is that on? Ted Lasso. Chris, who gets more ladies, Saquon or Daddy Dimes? I don't know, man. They both probably get more ladies than they need. I know Danny's got a girlfriend. I don't know about. I know Saquon's got a wife, doesn't he? Or I know he's got a kid. It's on Apple. I don't think I have Apple TV. I got to get it though. I don't think I have Apple TV. That's why I haven't seen it. There's too many, man. I've got Hulu, I got Netflix, I got Amazon. Kicks away here by the Packers. And that's going to go over their head. The Bears will start at the 25, 9:24 to go here in the third. Oh, The Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time, Matt. What's up there, Fabian, man? And Graham, Matt, thank you very much, man. If they're Louis Riddick, they will go Pickett. He already loves him, and I think Judge would be fine with it considering Jones' injury history. It's possible. The thing I'll say about Louis Riddick and his love for Pickett, I'm trying to decipher whether that means he would draft him because Louis Riddick went to Pittsburgh, right? So that's where Pickett plays. So naturally, he's going to probably be cheering for the kid. But maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. Yeah, but he's come out and said how much he likes the guy. We'll see if the Giants even take him. And a good play call here by the Bears is they fake the handoff up the middle. They pitch it back. They are really using this Lewis guy, man. The Grant guy, rather. He scored on the punt return. He scored on the end around for the touchdown. They try another trick play with him here. 9:06 to go here in the third. They get 5 yards on the first down. Jailbreak or fire? Yeah, I got to do that, Lou. I think my brother has that. I got to ask him to do that for me. 2nd and 5. Fields coming out in the shotgun formation. 3 wide set. He's got Montgomery, who is right here in the backfield at his own 30. Man in motion is Darnell Mooney. Fields will take the snap. Play action. Drops back to pass. Blindside pressure. He fumbles. There's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be a hold. If it stands, it's going to be Packers ball. I think it's going to be a hold on the Bears. Let's go. 8:32 to go here in the third. It's going to be a hold on the Bears. It's going to be Packers ball. All right. I have not, Russ. I've not seen either one of those. Yeah, I've seen The Fan with De Niro. That movie's awesome with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro was so creepy in that movie. He was awesome. He was the knife salesman, right? He was the knife salesman. And then you had Benicio del Toro was in that movie also. He was the player that when Wesley Snipes got traded to the Giants started taking off. And obviously, well, I don't want to ruin anything, but you remember the shower scene. But that was Benicio del Toro, who's another really good actor. 8:32 to go here in the third. Here's Rodgers coming out under center. Offset I formation. Rodgers play action. Rolling, strolling, comes back. Nice throw. Touchdown. You get in. Touchdown, Packers. Hits Jones there on the left sideline. Packers lead 34-7. Why would they go for 2? I see Rodgers going up 2. Why would you go for 2? Oh, I guess 2 makes it a 2-possession game. Is that the reasoning? I would just take the extra point. You force the Bears to make a 2-point conversion. 1 play, 1 touchdown off the fumble recovery. There you go, Rogers. Stand up, Ryan. Let's go, baby. Greg, I have no idea. Snap, hold, kick is good. Bobby ain't going to die. I actually talked to Bobby today. Bobby said he was sick or whatever, but no, he's fine, man. Those are two great guys, though. I love their channel. Two great. I've gotten to meet them twice in person. Let me extra points good. So it's 35-27. So they took the one, which they should have. House of Pain. There you go. That was it. Tonight, yeah, of course we're Packers fans tonight, man. I have not, Mohamedou. I've not seen that yet. No. Where was the tailgate? It was I don't remember. I think it was the L lot. I can't remember. It was all the way towards the back of the street. But yeah, it was like at the very back of the parking lot. I think it was L, but I can't. It might have been J. I can't remember. And J, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, "Hey, Chris, I watched Goodfellas for the millionth time last night. I love that movie. What did I say? What did I tell you? What am I, a clown? Goodfellas. All right, this might be a for everybody that's seen like the mobster movies, which most people have. This may seem like a weird take because I feel like most people side with Goodfellas, and Goodfellas is fantastic. I like Casino more. I think Casino's better, and Goodfellas is great. My issue with Goodfellas when in comparing it to Casino, the first 60% of Goodfellas is incredible. I felt like the ending to Goodfellas did not measure up to the beginning of the movie. Casino was great throughout for me. I put Casino above Goodfellas. Casino's longer. I know that. It's like 3 hours. I put Casino above it. Now, Goodfellas, for the first half of that movie, was probably better than any part of Casino. But I don't know, man. I didn't love the ending to Goodfellas in comparison to Casino. Both of them are fantastic. You like Casino until Sharon. I thought Sharon Stone was actually really good. I didn't like her, but I thought her acting was really good in it. $35-27. Kush, I'm bringing it back. I'm going to talk to my brother tomorrow. We're going to bring it back. Probably after football season. We'll get that up and running, man, but we'll definitely bring that back. Kick away here for the Packers. Bears are going to field this here at the 2. They're going to take it out there. 8:22 to go here in the third. They'll take it to the 18. Bounces off a tackle. Still on his feet to the 21. Still on his feet to the 24. There's a flag on the play. This might be a hold. 8:16 to go here in the third. All right, James. Donnie Brasco's a good one. Bronx Tale's a good one. Scarface. Scarface is a great movie. I don't know if it's the greatest ever, but it's definitely a great movie. Al Pacino's awesome. $8:16 to go here in the third. 35-27. Justin Fields getting set to take the field. Still a one-possession game. Al Pacino, man. He's so good in that movie, man. He's so good in that. Bears are going to have it from their own 8. They must have had a flag that I missed. I formation. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give. And Montgomery's got nowhere to go. Pick up a 1. And J-Man, thank you very much, man. He says, my other favorites are Godfather 1 and 2. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. You can't go wrong with Godfather. Al Pacino again. But you can't go wrong with Godfather, man. Godfather 3, you left out for good reason. Does not come close to measuring up. And had Godfather 3 even come close to measuring up to the first 2 Godfathers, I don't even think it's a debate. It goes down as the greatest trilogy of all time. But the third one just didn't live up to it. Justin Fields coming out of the gun from the 9. Looks right, fakes the throw. He's going to take off and run with it. And he'll be tackled down at about the 12. It'll be a third and I'll say 6 or 7. 7:28 to go here in the third. If you like movies, check out one called Coma. I've not heard of that one, Lou. No, I haven't. No, somebody asked me that earlier, Mark. I've never seen that. I have to see it. Yeah, I mean, Kush, it's up for debate. Most people say Star Wars. I would say Lord of the Rings. You know that. That's my favorite. But Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Godfather, Back to the Future is a great trilogy. Indiana Jones, a great trilogy. I think Planet of the Apes was a really good trilogy. Fields coming out in the gun here from his own 11. Takes the snap, drops back. Does a good job there breaking the tackle. He's going to buy time with his legs. Fields, what a play by Fields. But he did everything right but make the throw. Fields, come on. He had Jimmy Graham open in the flat. He broke like 3 tackles. And he bought all that time. And then he just left it short. He threw it at Fields' feet. I mean, I'm happy, but you still, when you see something like that, you want to see the guy make the play. But the Bears are going to have to punt. $6:45 to go here in the third, 35-27. It'll be Packers ball. And there's a low line drive punt here by the Bears. Packers are going to field it at the 39. They'll take it down the sideline to the 50. Out of bounds at the Bears, 49, 6:37 to go here in the third. And Brandon, man, thank you very much. Thoughts on the Dark Knight's another one. That's got to be in that discussion. Is top 5 trilogies ever. Yeah, dude. Yes. The greatest superhero, in my opinion, trilogy of all time. Or whatever you want to call it, series of all time. Yeah, man, The Dark Knight's incredible. For sure. Yeah. All 3 of them were good. Obviously, most people enjoy the second one the most because of the Joker, but all 3 of them were good, man. It was definitely a unique way to present the story for sure. Rocky, yeah. Well, Rocky 1 won Best Picture. Rocky 2 was almost as good, in my opinion, as Rocky 1. Then it kind of went a little bit off the rails. I know a lot of people love Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 because of the fights, but the movie themselves, I don't know. It was like one big music video. It was still enjoyable. Rocky 5 was bad. But then the new Rocky I actually liked, which was like the 6th one of the series, where he comes back as like and he fights in like an exhibition fight. He fought a real boxer. I can't remember the name of the boxer that he fought in real life, but I thought that one was pretty good. And then the Creed movies were really good. So the Rocky series is great. The first Batman, the first Batman with Michael Keaton is great, man. It's just a different type of Batman. It's not the same type. It's a different vibe, but it's great. Yeah, Creed 1 was really good. I thought both Creeds were good, but I agree. Creed 1 was the better one. There you go, Antonio Tarver. Yep, that was the name of the boxer that he fought. See, Ray, when they first came out with the new Joker, with the new Batman series, and everybody said Heath Ledger's going to win Best Actor before I saw the movie, and everybody said he's better than Jack Nicholson, I laughed. I'm like, there's no way. And then when I saw it, I'm like, holy crap, he was. And then the new Joker might have been even better. The new, what's his name? That guy's crazy. What's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's a great actor. Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix. He might have been even better. It was a different type of Joker, though. But the last 2 Jokers have been ridiculous. And Alex, thank you very much. American History X is great. Ed Norton, again, fantastic actor. Great movie. Great movie. Stand up, Lord of the Rings fans. That's right, man. Here we go. Packers coming out in the shotgun formation here from the Bears 48. 6:37 to go. Man in motion right to left. Rodgers got a running back to his right. He'll take the snap, fakes it, drops back. Oh, what a bullet there to Adams. Adams spins out of a tackle down to the 33. Let's go. Now we're starting to move and groove, baby. Jared Leto's a fantastic actor. I just saw House of Gucci. He was hysterical in that. 6:18 to go here in the third. Yeah, they made the Joker darker for sure, man. Rodgers now 20 of 26, 278, 3 touchdowns. He's going in for number 4. 5:59 to go here in the third. Rodgers with it at the Bears 32. Rodgers under center. I think Dillon's in the backfield. 1 on the play clock. Rodgers gets it off. He's going to turn. He's going to pitch it to Dillon. And this time the Bears do a good job covering it up. Lost about 2 yards. There's a flag on the play. Late flag. We'll see what's on. 5:43 to go here in the third. 2-yard loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 before the flag. Probably going to be a hold if I had to guess. And it is. So they'll probably take it. It'll be 1st and 20 instead of 2nd and 12. Big Lebowski. Good call, man. That's like a cult classic, man. That movie's great. You need 15 more points from Rodgers and the Green Bay defense. Yeah, I think I don't know how many points you get for a touchdown. Every league's different. But if you get 4 for a touchdown throw, yeah, I think you got a shot because there's a good chance the Bears are going to have a couple of turnovers, right? Because Fields is going to have to throw the ball to come back. So, oh, dude, man, Pete, man, I'll read that 1 second, man. Thank you so much, man, for being such a great supporter. Rodgers takes the snap out of the gun, throws off his back foot, and that's caught all the way down to the 35. Still going. Mercedes Lewis down to the 28-yard line. 5:16 to go here in the third. All right, big play there. Pete, man, thanks so much, man. Hey, sorry. Hey, buddy. No, dude. Sorry I haven't been around to show. No, you never got to do that, man. We moved. Well, I hope things went well with the move. Giants have broken my heart this season. I hate being right, but Gettleman, Jones, etc., all garbage. Judge, I was wrong about. I actually thought he would save the franchise. I think a lot of Giants, myself, listen, whenever you get a new head coach that comes in, that's fresh, you're not used to it as a Giants fan, he's young, he says the things you want to hear, you want to buy in as a fan. I want to buy in as a fan. I went over the top at first in terms of me praising Judge, but you want to get behind the guy. You want to back the guy, especially with all the dysfunctionality with this organization. But, it's clearly been a very disappointing year too, man. I just, if he stays, I just hope he improves as a head coach. But we'll see what they decide in the offseason. Obviously, that's the biggest question right now. I think we all know Gettleman ain't going to be back. It's going to, the coach is the question. But Pete, man, thank you so much, man. And I hope the move went well. And thank you for being such a great supporter on the channel. 5:05 to go here in the third, 2nd and 8. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Jay. He says another great Pacino performance was Carlito's Way. That's that movie's freaking awesome. Who else was in that I loved was John Leguizamo was really good too. Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to turn and give to Lazard as Lazard flips the call. That's got to be a flag. Lazard got hit like 2 feet out of bounds. He got leveled. There it is. They're going to have it half the distance to the goal to the 8. That's just a frustration penalty there from the Chicago Bears. You can't argue that. He's showing disgust to the referee. It was a clear late hit. 4:41 to go here in the third. And there it is. Let's go. J-Man, thank you very much, buddy. And Blake, he says, so this is football? Interesting. Only sport I watch is the New York Giants. Different sport completely, though. Yeah, they definitely don't play football. That's for damn sure. They don't play football. I don't know what the hell they play, but it ain't football. But thank you. Professional's great. That's a good one. The Professional. 4:32 to go here in the third. Rodgers now from the 8, coming out in the gun. 3 wide set, man in motion left to right. Rodgers takes the snap. Looks right, comes back left, and he just gets rid of that one. Bears had good pressure. It'll be 2nd and goal. 4:19 to go here in the third. And Pete, man, thank you very much. A few overlooked Pacino performances that were just phenomenal. Oh, Scent of a Woman. Ooh-ah! Scent of a Woman's great. Dick Tracy, I haven't seen in a long time, but I remember he played Dustin Hoffman played the Mumbler, I think, and Al Pacino, of course, played the main villain. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I know Madonna was in that as well. I saw it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in a long time, but anything Pacino does, he's fantastic in. 35-27. Here's Rodgers coming out in the gun from the 8. Adams in motion, right to left. He'll take the snap. He gives, nowhere to go there. And A.J. Dillon's going to get stuffed at the line. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 8:4-12 to go here in the 3rd. But yeah, and another, you made me think of it when you said Scent of a Woman. One of my all-time favorite movies, which, because you made me think of it with the court scene at the end. A Few Good Men. I mean, how do you not love A Few Good Men? I think the greatest speech in movie-making history is A Few Good Men. The final scene between Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, that movie is amazing. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. 3:44 to go here in the 3rd. 35-27, 10 on the play clock here. Rodgers coming out in the gun here from the 8, 3 wide set. He's going to motion Valdez, Scantling, Bears show blitz, drops back, throws to the right. That's caught out of bounds at about the 2. So it'll be 4th to goal at the 2. I think you got to take the 3 here. It makes it a 2-possession game. And J-Man, thank you very much. Sean Penn as his attorney was really good too. Yes. That was when Sean Penn had hair. But yes, good call. Good Will Hunting is phenomenal. Men of Honor. Well, Men of Honor, was that the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro, if I'm not mistaken? Good Will Hunting was really good. 35-27, 4th to goal here at the 2. Should have won Best Picture, in my opinion. It came out the same year as Titanic. I would have given it to Good Will Hunting. Man in motion left to right. Rodgers out of the gun. He's going to have to use a timeout. Play clock was winding down. I don't agree with this if they're actually going to go for this. And I'm all for being aggressive. But the 3 makes it a 2-possession game. I would take the 3. Maybe they were just trying to draw him off sides. But if they were trying to draw him off sides, why would you waste the timeout? It only backs you up 5 more yards. It's still a very makeable field goal. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. He's going to talk it over here with LaFleur. And it looks like the Packers are going to go for it. I love the aggression. And I know when you got Aaron Rodgers, you want to be aggressive. But I take the 3 here, man. And I think they're going to. Now it looks like Rodgers is going to walk off the field. They're going to bring the special teams on. And I think that's the wise decision. Steven Seagal, man, of course. How do you not love Steven Seagal? One of the that was during the golden age of action movies, right? When you had Jean-Claude Van Damme, you had Sylvester Stallone, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, you had Steven Seagal, you had Wesley Snipes. Yeah, man. Under Siege 2. Snap, hold, kick, good. 38-27. Chris, have you seen the horror movie, The New York? Yeah, unfortunately, I talk about that movie every day, Ligma. Enemy at the Gates, of course. Jude Law and there's another big actor in that. But that's when they're both snipers, right? Where he's like lying in the dead bodies. It was Jude Law, and it was there's another good actor. I can't remember his name at the top of my head. But yeah, it's a good movie. I think that's the sniper movie, right? If I'm not mistaken, they're both like snipers. Yeah, it's a good movie, Shaw. You were more of a Van Damme guy? Braveheart. Mel Gibson, man, before he was insane. Well, he was probably always insane, but before it came out that he was insane. Braveheart for sure, man. Best Picture 1993, I think. That was another one. It was 3 hours. But freaking amazing. Alex, man, thank you very much, man. Primal Fear. Yeah, Primal Fear is another good one. There's so many good movies, man. You guys are hitting on so many great ones, though. And J-Man, thank you very much, man. Scorsese, the Coen brothers, Tarantino, and can't go wrong. Coen brothers are good. Yeah, Coen brothers are really good. That's they make all the comedies, right? The Coen brothers, if I'm not mistaken. Scorsese, of course. Everything he touches turns to gold. Tarantino is my favorite director of all time. It's not even a debate for me. Everything the guy does, I love. But The Town, guy's got some good movies. The Town. I think that's a movie I've seen a bunch, Joe. That's with Ben Affleck. That's with What's his name? The guy that plays Hawkeye is the other actor in that. That movie's friggin' awesome. I love The Town. In Nolan we trust. Yeah, Coen Brothers. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're really good directors, the Coen Brothers. That's what I thought it was. Jameel, man, what's going on, man? Oh, no, you know what? I was thinking of the Farley brothers. So the Coen brothers. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of the Farley brothers. That's what I was thinking of. Cynical. What's going on there, random man? Thanks popping in. But I've heard of the Coen brothers. I just mixed them up. There's Paul. Oh, dude, man, you didn't have to do that, man. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Packers going to kick this away. And the Bears are going to field this a yard deep. They'll take it out there. 2:51 to go here in the third. They'll take it to the 15. But fumbled it. Bears land on it. Cole Kmet received it. Recovered it, rather, at the 13. 38-27. The Farley brothers made, in my opinion, I think they made this movie. One of the most underrated comedy movies. And again, I'm a huge Bill Murray fan. I just love his character in it. Kingpin. If you guys have not seen Kingpin, I think it's friggin' hysterical. It's with Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray. And let me get to that real quick. Pete, man, thank you very much, man. Very excited. I walked in the movie talk. Huge movie nut. That's awesome. I'm gonna be doing a channel with my brother. I'm gonna get it up and running again. So definitely check that out, man. But I'm gonna read the rest of that in a second. Man under motion here is Fields from the 13. Drops back to pass, buys time with the legs. Good protection there by the Bears. And I think, was he in? I thought Grant got his tippy toes on the sideline. We'll see what they mark it. What an effort by this guy. Grant's impressing me tonight. I think they're going to give him the first down. 2:39 to go here. No, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Yeah, I thought he got his toe on the line. I'm a huge movie nut. Random thought. Leo is the most underrated actor of our time. Dude, the fact he only has 1 Oscar is ridiculous. But I'll keep going. 1 Oscar for Revenant. Should have 3 more for Catch Me If You Can. Dude, Catch Me If You Can. There was a screen pass out in the flat. There's a flag. There's probably going to be a hold. Catch Me If You Can is incredible. Aviator, in my opinion, and Aviator is kind of like a slower movie, Pete. Like, I definitely understand like why people don't love The Aviator. But Leonardo DiCaprio's performance in that movie, in my opinion, is his best acting job Leonardo DiCaprio has ever done. He was incredible in that movie. What was the line he kept saying at the end of the movie? What did he keep saying? The way of the future. The way of the future. The way of the future. He was amazing in that movie. I'm with you, man. He should have absolutely won for Aviator. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was great, too. But, yeah, man, the fact he only has 1 Oscar is a joke. Catch Me If You Can is one of my favorite movies ever. Christopher Walken's hysterical, of course, in it as well. And Tom Hanks. 2nd and 16, 2:33 to go here in the third. 38-27, Packers by 11. And I think we got to stop at your play here. Grim, man, thank you very much, man. The Burbs The Burbs is really good. The Burbs is really good. My good friend Jared, who was a big Burbs fan, actually introduced me to the Burbs when I was younger. But yeah, for sure, Burbs is good. Tom Hanks used to make a lot of different type of movies than he does now. And there's a throw to Kmet from his own end zone. Got about 5. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. 2:11 to go here in the third. We'll see if Fields could pick this up. But yeah, Aviator, I thought that was DiCaprio's best acting performance. Wolf of Wall Street, of course, man. Wolf of Wall Street, man. I can watch that movie 100 times. Fields out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back. A little jump throw. Packers got good interior pressure. Incomplete. Let's go. Let's wrap it up. 38-27, minute 39 to go here in the third. Packers starting to run away with this one. No, you didn't get me, Arian. Mike Oxmall. I know where you're going with that. Chris, yeah, I'm doing the next Knicks. The only reason I didn't do the Knicks game today because I knew the Giants were playing at 4. And I wanted to do this game because the Bears are on prime time. It means a lot for the Giants. So that's the only reason why I didn't do the Knicks game today. But yeah, I'm going to do the next Knicks game. Bears set to punt it away here from their own 11. This has been a lot of fun, though, man. I don't normally get to like Bears just got it off. I thought it ticked down. Packers are going to call for the fair catch at their own 46. I don't normally, because normally when I call the games, I'm doing the Giants or a team I care about. So I'm not, even though I am invested in this game, but not nearly as invested as I am when it's my team. It's fun, man, to get to talk to you guys about movies and stuff like that. I love talking movies. They're going to have it at their own 46. Anger Management, of course. That to me is one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies, actually. He doesn't make a lot of good ones recently, but that was a really good one. That was a really funny movie. Anything Jack Nicholson does is great. Rodgers going to break the huddle here, minute 32 to go here in the third. And Rodgers coming out under center. He'll take the snap, play action. Steps up, under pressure. And there's a clear example of having pocket awareness. We talk about that with Daniel Jones all the time. That is a clear example of a veteran quarterback. Rodgers felt the pressure. And Jones has gotten better at this, by the way. I'm just using it as an example. He feels this pressure, and look at that. Boom. Make sure, grabs it with both hands, doesn't fumble the football. But the Bears have gotten great pressure all night on Aaron Rodgers. And Pete, man, thank you very much. He says he lost to Jamie Foxx for his performance in Ray Charles, which was legit incredible. But that was the year that Jamie Foxx won. Rodgers drops back, throws, caught. Looked like he led with the helmet. They're not going to throw the flag. And it's going to be, 3rd and 8. Lazard caught that 37 seconds to go. I knew that Jamie Foxx won. I didn't know it was the same year. Yeah, Jamie Foxx was great in that. But as good as Jamie Foxx was, I'm with you, man. I'm giving that to DiCaprio, man. He was incredible in The Aviator. 22 seconds to go here in the third. They're going to have to run one more. They're going to have to run one more play. It looks like there's a 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Rodgers will probably let it tick down to like 3 seconds in case he throws an incomplete pass. He'll take the snap here with 5, drops back, throws, and good coverage there by the Bears. 2 seconds to go. Packers are going to have to punt. So Bears will get the ball down 11 points, 38-27. I saw Four Brothers, but it was so long ago, I don't remember it that well. That's the one with Mark Wahlberg. I saw it, but I haven't seen it in forever, Joe. So I don't really have much of a memory about it. Taxi Driver, I've seen that a bunch. First time I saw a Taxi Driver was in my film studies class in high school. Jack Nicholson. He's friggin' amazing in that. No, not Jack Nicholson, rather Robert De Niro. And the punt's away. That'll go out of bounds at about the 24, maybe. End of the third quarter. Let me change the quarter. And then the one that I was thinking of, Jack Nicholson, that I also saw in film studies class, that's a all-time classic, is One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's another great one. But let me change the quarter here, 38-27. Departed. Yes. All right. Everybody's seen Departed, right? Who is your favorite character in The Departed? I think mine's like a random one that most people wouldn't pick. Obviously, most people are going to say Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio. Who's your favorite character in The Departed? The Departed is freaking incredible. I remember the first time I saw that, like some of the things that happened in that movie, I was like, what? That didn't just happen. I love that movie. You hit it, man. He hit it right on the head. By far, Mark Wahlberg. By far, Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg and I'm not even like a huge Mark Wahlberg fan. Mark Wahlberg in The Departed was money. He was so good in that movie. He should have won like Best Supporting Actor. I don't know if he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. But he was so good in that movie. Alec Baldwin was in that too, wasn't he? I think. Yeah, he basically just plays himself. Yeah, but it was great. Let me change the quarter. Oh, I did change the quarter. I don't know why it didn't update here. He was awesome. Chris says, yeah, he was. You like the Irishman? But I'm going to disagree with you on that. And I like the Irishman. I like the Irishman, but no, it's not on the same level. Shooter, that's another Wahlberg movie. I saw that with my cousin. That was pretty good. Sing and Sing 2 are pretty stupid and annoying looking. Yeah, I don't think I'll see those. Sing 2 comes out in like a week. I've never seen it. I won't. I mean, if I had kids, maybe I would. But it basically looks like American Idol with cartoons. That's the way I would describe that movie. Based off the trailers, at least. And Pete, met very much. He wasn't as funny as Jon Favreau in Swingers. Oh, dude. I say that line all the time. Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn, you're so money. You don't even know it, baby. You're so money. You don't even know it. You're money, baby. That is my favorite Vince Vaughn movie. I love Swingers. 15 minutes here in the fourth quarter as we're underway. Justin Fields coming out in the gun, takes the snap. He's going to turn and give. And I think that was Herbert, the rookie running back, got about 3 up to the 30. And I don't know why I clicked it. I think it was on, if you guys haven't checked it out, if you like, I could talk movies for hours. It was on, because you reminded me with Jon Favreau. It was on Netflix, and I think it's on Netflix. And I saw it, and I just saw Jon Favreau. I knew nothing about the movie. I was like, let me check it out. I actually really liked it. It's called The Chef. Just a random movie, but I watched it like a couple of weeks ago. I really liked it. 14:24 to go here in the fourth. Drops back to pass. That's batted away. It'll be 3rd and 7 as he was looking for Allen Robinson. 14:20 to go here in the fourth. But I liked it. It was good. Brandon, man, thank you very much, man. DJC, I saw that, Brandon. The way that and again, I'll read more into that tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll have a video up on it if it's something that I feel like I have to talk about. And I'll read more into it. Art Stapleton tweeted about it, and then he kind of tried to, it seemed like he tried to slow down the panic. And it sounded like he was just seeing another doctor to get another opinion, but maybe he's trying to get on the field. But I'll read more into it tomorrow. 14:20 to go here in the fourth, 3rd and 7. Fields takes the snap from his own 30. Drops back, high throw. Great grab by Robinson. I think the Bears are going to have to go for this if they didn't get it. Looks like a favorable spot. We'll see where they put it. They're going to be about a half yard short. They got to go for it. They're down 11. You're going against Rodgers. I know you're in your own territory. You got to go for it here. 14 minutes to go here in the fourth. And it looks like Nagy's going to keep him out on the field here. 13:57, 38-27. Yeah, dude, I like The Chef, man. I thought The Chef was really good. It's not like, it's not like a crazy story. It's just like a feel-good movie. The acting was good. I thought it was a good movie. 38-20. They're going to punt? Oh, man, I would have went for it. I know you're in your own territory, but I would have went for it. Bears are going to punt. They needed a half a yard. There's a flag on the play. Oh, the Packers fumbled it. Williams runs it in for 6. Tell me that's on the Packers. Tell me that's on the Bears. Be on the Bears. Be on the Bears. It's on the Bears. Oh, my God. I think it was like maybe a full starter. I don't know. Regardless, it's on the Bears. What a horrible penalty. Oh, my God. What a break is right, Arian. What a break, man. Wow. What happened? The Bears recovered a fumble on the punt, and they ran it in for a touchdown, but they got called on a pre-snap penalty. So they got to punt it again. Would have been a touchdown for the Bears. Go refs, MVPs is right. And Blake, man, thank you very much. Ralph Vacchiano tweeted that Joe Judge has scored 30 only once. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, him and Garrett, obviously Garrett's the OC, but yeah, it has not worked. We have not put up a lot of points. Not good, man. 13-21 to go here in the fourth. Bears set to punt it away. The offense has been pathetic. Packers are going to field this back at the 15 to the 20-25. Out of bounds at about the 29. Good return there by Rodgers. 13-11 to go here in the fourth. Was that Yadam? Isaac Yadam was the guy that committed the penalty? You guys said, thanks, Yadam. Pulp Fiction, Joe. Pulp Fiction is one of my top, 5 or 6 movies of all time, though. So you're talking to the wrong guy, man. I'm a huge Pulp Fiction fan. One of the best scenes of all time. And by the way, one of my favorite actors is Samuel L. Jackson. Specifically in Tarantino movies, his characters are always ridiculously amazing. I hated him in Django Unchained, but he was incredible in it. Of course, he was incredible in Pulp Fiction. And Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction, one of my favorite scenes in movie making history. Say what again? Say what again? When he's trying to drink his Sprite. That is one of the best scenes in movie making history. Shawshank Redemption is great. Kill Bill, for sure, man. Hey, yeah, I love Marvel. Stax Edwards, yeah, man. Die Hard with a Vengeance. You're absolutely right. Samuel L. Jackson made that movie. And that's my favorite Die Hard. The hamburger scene is great as well, yes. And Kendall, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the 99-cent donation, man. Thank you for being here, man. He says, love these. Hey, man, I love talking movies with you guys, man. So I'm looking forward to making you guys got me thinking about making the movie channel again, having this conversation, having all this movie talk tonight is a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get back on. Gonna get back on that. I'm gonna talk to Greg tomorrow. We got to get that back up and running, hopefully in a couple of weeks. Do you like the Transformers movies? They're my favorite. I like the original Transformers. I saw the next two. Not a big fan, to be honest with you. The action scenes are cool, but I'm not a big fan of the Transformers. The Negotiator's awesome. I saw somebody in the chat say, that's another Samuel L. Jackson movie with Kevin Spacey, who is also an incredible actor. Unfortunately, he's also a psychopath. But The Negotiator's freaking awesome. Kendall, man, thank you very much, man. Run All Night with Liam Neeson. Man, Liam Neeson's great. I could watch any Liam Neeson movie. I don't care how bad it is. If it's a straight to Netflix movie, I don't care. I could watch it. Liam Neeson's awesome. Taken, of course. He's a badass, man. He's the type of guy when he's 100 years old could still kick people's ass. 13-11 to go here in the fourth. Here comes Rodgers under center, takes the snap. He's going to turn and give, and he'll barrel forward for 5. Liam Neeson's scene in Ted was really funny. You guys remember that at the supermarket? where that was a really funny scene in Ted. But Liam Neeson's awesome. Yeah, of course I've watched it, Taken, man. How could you be a man and not watch Taken? Of course I've watched Taken. Second and 5 here, 12:37 to go here in the fourth, 38-27. Rodgers has the ball here at his own 35. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn and give. And Dillon will push forward here. He got about 2, maybe 3. It's going to be third and short, 3rd and 2. What's going on there, Ian, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. John Q's great. John Q, the first time I saw John Q, I actually teared up. I don't tear up often. I teared up the first time I saw that movie. The scene where Denzel's talking to his son in the hospital. I teared up watching that scene. He should have won an Oscar for that movie, I think. 12 minutes to go here in the fourth, but I think it was the same year that Training Day came out, so he couldn't. 10 seconds on the play clock. Here comes Rodgers coming out in the gun. 11:49 to go. He's going to motion Adams right to left. He's got A.J. Dillon to his right. Drops back to pass. Rodgers throws. Got him. Adams pushed out of bounds at the 44. First down, Packers. 11:40 to go here in the fourth. 1st and 10. Equalizer. Awesome. Yeah, man, this has been a fun game to call. American Gangster. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a good one. Denzel again. Russell Crowe. One gangster movie that was underwhelming for me, I can't remember the name of it, but it was the one with I thought it was gonna be so good, and I didn't think it was that good at all. It was the one with I'll get it. It's on the tip of my tongue. 11:08 to go here in the fourth. Rodgers will take the snap out of the gun. He's gonna give Dillon. Dillon bounces off the right guard. He'll get 6. 2nd and 4. What's the one with I think it's with Christian Bale and Johnny Depp. They made a gangster movie. I thought it was going to be amazing. And I'm not like a huge Johnny Depp fan, but Johnny Depp is obviously a great actor. And after I saw it, I'm like, that movie wasn't that good. I was like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I can't remember the name of it, though. 10:38 to go here in the fourth. 38-27. 2nd and 4 for the Packers. American Hustle. Maybe that was it. No, Public Enemies. That's the one. That's the one. Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to give to Dillon. Dillon spins forward. He gets about 8 up to the 43. First down for the Packers. 10:16 to go here in the fourth. What's up, LA Sports? Phone booth was awesome. It was the only problem with phone booth, it's like an hour long, but it's awesome. Actually, fun fact about phone booth. I worked at a movie theater. That was my first job growing up as a kid. And phone booth was supposed to be, and I never saw the extended version. It was supposed to be like a half hour longer, but they had to cut out so many scenes because it happened like right when 9/11 happened. So they had to take scenes out of it. So phone booth was actually supposed to be a longer movie. Rodgers coming out under center from the 44. Dillon in the backfield. He'll take the snap. He's going to give to Dillon. Dillon off the left guard, stumbles forward for 3. It'll be a 2nd and 7. Funny prank. It'll make you guys laugh real quick. When I used to work at the movie theater that I used to do, when I worked there, the Ring had come out. And obviously, if you've seen the Ring, you know the story. You know what the phone rings in 7 days. So every time, and the theater that the movie was being shown in, right outside of it was a payphone. So every time the movie would let out, I'd call the payphone. And every time, I shit you not, it was probably like 100 times it happened, a girl would pick up. It would never be a guy. A girl would always pick up. I would say 7 days in a creepy voice, and the girl would freak out every time. Never failed. And there's going to be a timeout by the Packers. The play clock was about to wind down. 8:54 to go here in the fourth. Packers only have 1 timeout left here. It'll be 2nd and 8. Appreciate that, Afghanistan. You're the man, dude. And Lib Hunters, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. He says, what was Johnny Depp's first movie? See how, man, you stumped me, Lib. You stumped me, man. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. I wish I could. I'm also not, I know I've seen a lot of Johnny Depp movies, but there's no way I'm going to know his first movie. I'm not going to get, when you say it, maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, but off the top of my head, I don't know. Blake, man, thank you very much. Check out Good Time with Robert. I have not seen that. Robert Pattinson. I have not seen that. That's an epic troll. An epic troll, dude. Yeah, man. Every time, man, that I'd come out, I'd say 7 days. And the girls would always flip out. Oh, you're right. I should have gotten that. Nightmare on Elm Street. I should have gotten that. I knew that. Now that you said it, I knew that. I remember I've heard that several times. I should have gotten that. 8:54 to go here in the fourth. Kevin Bacon was in the first Jason. I know that. I don't know if that was Kevin Bacon's first movie, but he was in the original Jason. As the Packers will break the huddle. Rodgers coming out under center. Dillon in the backfield. Man in motion's Lazard. And Rodgers will take the snap. Play action. Drops, pops, throws. First down. Lazard pushed out of bounds at the 30. 8:48 to go here in the fourth. First down, Packers. Yeah, Kevin Bacon was in Hollow Man. Hollow Man's a good movie. Chris, the sexy whispering voice. Mahomes is overrated. I don't know if I would say Mahomes is overrated. I don't think Mahomes is overrated. I mean, well, maybe a little bit. Like for people that were anointing Mahomes already, like the greatest quarterback ever, or already on the level of Aaron Rodgers, maybe by them. But he's an incredible quarterback. There's a handoff off the right guard for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9, and he definitely has the potential to be as good as Aaron Rodgers ever was. A little bit of a setback this year, but now you're starting to see the Chiefs hitting into high gear. And if you ask me right now, who's probably going to the playoffs out of the AFC? I mean, the Super Bowl, rather. I'd probably say the Chiefs. I mean, they're starting to hit on all cylinders. Them and the Patriots. I think those are the two favorites right now. But, yeah, man, the Chiefs' offensive line is much better this year. So that shouldn't hamper them come playoff time. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out in the AFC. Oh, that's great. You guys see, if you guys are watching this game, I'll explain in a second. 2nd and 9. Rodgers takes the snap, throws. That's caught by Adams over the middle, and Adams down to about the 23. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Somebody brought a huge printout of what it says when you type in on Google who owns the Chicago Bears, and it shows like 3 pictures of Aaron Rodgers. Pretty creative by the fan. 7:07 to go here in the fourth. 3rd and 3 as the Packers looking to close this game out. A little bit more than halfway through the fourth quarter. Here's Rodgers out of the gun. He's going to motion Lazard left to right. Trips to the right. He's got Dillon in the backfield. 6:49 to go here in the fourth. 5 on the play clock. Rodgers takes the snap. High snap. Rolls out to the right. Caught. First down. Let's go. Davante Adams with the first down. 6:43 to go here in the fourth. Put this game on ice, baby. Yeah, Savage is right, Chet. I have not seen Paid in Full. No, I have not. What's going on there, Sports Film Production, man? Thanks for popping in. Is Carson Wentz a great quarterback? I think at one point he was. I don't know. I don't get to watch Colt games. I know he's having a pretty good statistical year. And if he's not great, he's like a tier below that. 1st and 10 here for the Packers from the 19. Rodgers will take the snap. He's going to give to Dillon. Dillon bounces off a tackle down to the 10. It'll be 2nd and 1. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be about a half yard short. 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Let's close it out, baby. Three weeks ago, so cool. Blue. Kansas City's getting hot at the right moment, man. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, especially in the NFL, man. You want to go in hot, and they're looking hot right now. I don't know how much they beat the Raiders by today, but they were destroying them. 2nd and 1. 5:34 to go here in the fourth. Here comes Rodgers to the line. 5 on the play clock. Rodgers checks out of it at the line. He'll take it. Play action, bootleg. He's going to dump it down. That's caught. Mercedes Lewis lowers the shoulder down to the 3. 5:16 to go. Obviously, a touchdown will put this game on ice. Field goal still a 2-possession game. Lewis a little banged up there, but he'll get up. Won't stop the clock. Have I seen Sleepers? I don't know if I've seen Sleepers. Maybe. The name sounds super familiar. I don't think I have. I maybe I have, but it's not ringing a bell. 4:40 to go here in the fourth, down to 5 on the play clock. And the Packers are going to use the timeout. They'll talk it over here at the 3. Not that they need timeouts. Prestige was another great Christopher Nolan movie. Absolutely. I saw Free Guy. Free Guy was cool. That's the one with Ryan Reynolds, right? That was definitely a unique movie. I'll put it that way. It was good. I liked it. Pretty Woman was fun. Absolutely. Pretty Woman's really good. Is Hurts great? No. No. No, definitely not. I got to see that, Ray. I've never seen that one. I like both those actors. I've never seen that one. American Pie? Yeah, of course. Who doesn't like American Pie? 3827. 25th Hour. That is one of my, you know what? 25th Hour might be my favorite Spike Lee movie. It's up there. Let's put it that way. 25th Hour is really good. Again, with Edward Norton. Rosario Dawson's in that. That movie's really good. 25th Hour is really good. I like 25th Hour a lot. That's one of my favorite Spike Lee movies. 7 is great. Yes, Siragusa was like the bouncer, right? Siragusa was like the guy at the club or something like that. He was like the bouncer or the bodyguard. He was something like that, sir. Yes. Good call by you. Siragusa was in 25th Hour. Any Mets fans in the chat? Any Mets fans in the chat? I've got a Met movie trivia for you. Any Mets fans in the chat? All right, Joey. Name the Met that was in Shallow Hal. Who was in Shallow Hal? Former Met. 4:36 to go here in the fourth. First and goal. My entire team sucks. Lunchbox. Yeah, you're going to get an entertainer talking movies, man. I got to talk it over with my brother, but we're definitely going to do that. I haven't seen Sleepers, Rick. And here comes Aaron Rodgers coming out to the line of scrimmage at the 3. It'll be a first and goal. No, not Darryl Strawberry, not Jacob deGrom. Not Edwin Diaz. Rodgers looks right, throws right. Touchdown, Packers. That'll do it. Devontae Adams for 6. Let's go, Giants fans. Machete got it. Machete got it. Ron Darling. Now no Mets got it as well. Ron Darling played the Hawaiian guy. And when he saw him after the spell was off, he was like a fat Hawaiian guy. But when he had the spell on and he saw everybody that they were better looking than what they really were, it was Ron Darling. So, yep, Ron Darling was the Met in Shallow Hal. And another Met in a movie, Men in Black, Bernard Gilkey. Remember the scene where Bernard Gilkey's looking up to catch the fly ball and the UFO flies over and it hits him in the top of the head? Snap, hold, kick, good. 45-27, Packers lead by 18. Game over. Let's go. I'm a huge Giants fan, but I love Aaron Rodgers is my favorite non-Giant. If you watch my channel, Lunchbox, I don't know. I don't do as many broad games that I used to, but I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. Bernard Gilkey, man. He had 123. He had 123 RBIs 1 year, I think, for the Mets. Gilkey. Ron Darling. I think Blue Hefner's a little delayed. Ron Darling, yep. He was in Shallow Hal. Which Spider-Man is my favorite? You mean like the guys who play them? I like the newest guy out of the 3. I think a lot of people side towards Tobey Maguire because he was the first. I think the newest guy's the best one. I think he's really good. I don't know why I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I think he's really good. I actually like the only guy I'm not in love with like the new Spider-Man cast. I don't love his nerdy friend. I think he's an Asian kid. He's like a little too dorky, like over the top for me. I love MJ. She's definitely got like that quirky, she plays it well. I like that. I like her. Tom Holland's the Spider-Man. I like him. I think Marissa Tomei is fantastic as Aunt May. It brings more life to the character. It's not like this like stereotypical like old woman that she's like this nice, whatever, innocent old woman, but there's not much to the character. I think Marissa Tomei brings a lot more humor to it because of, how hot she is. So it's kind of like a running joke. I like her as Marissa Tomei. Jon Favreau's, of course, great. So yeah, I like the casting in the new Spider-Man for the most part. Yeah, that's my only issue. The nerdy guy, it's like too over the top for me. And Bano Man, thank you very much. He says, if Daniel Jones was half of what Aaron Rodgers is, no offensive line, he has no damn excuse. Dude, Aaron Rodgers might be the most talented quarterback ever. So yeah, I would love if he was close to Aaron Rodgers. But that they don't grow on trees, man. Yeah, Zendaya. I think she's good. Maybe that's like controversial. I feel like some people don't like her. I think she's good as MJ. Maybe it's not like the stereotypical MJ, but I think she's good. 4:30 to go here in the fourth. Bears are going to field it here at the 5 to the 20, down to the 21. And that was Khalil Herbert. 4:27 to go here in the fourth. And Bears getting set here to start the next drive. Down 45-27. Yeah, I love Marissa Tomei. Stand up. Congratulations, Aiden, on the win. Huge Packers fan. And DB, man, thank you very much. He says, out of all these bad years, this is the year I'm finally removing myself from watching this team. I'll see you in Bad Dog. And hey, man, I can't blame you for feeling the way that you do, man. The Giants right now are a disaster. I don't blame you at all, man. Here we go. Takes the snap out of the gun, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He's going to slide down to the 33. 4:19 to go here in the fourth. But I don't blame you. And I appreciate the support, man. But if you're a Giants fan right now, how could I tell you how to feel about the team? The team's a freaking disaster. Yeah, man. I don't blame you at all, man. 4:07 to go. He'll take the snap, drops back, throws. Good throw there by the rookie as he hits Montgomery over the middle up to the 45. Fields will rush from the line of scrimmage as they approach midfield. 3:54 to go here in the fourth. Weekend at rush hour is great. My only issue, what a horrible false start that was. One of my big, Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, they play so well off each other. Rush Hour is really good. But what is wrong with Chris Tucker? This guy, after that movie, demanded to be the highest paid actor in every movie that he was going to be in, which is why Chris Tucker was never in anything else. He's got to lower his standards a little bit. I mean, come on. Guy was acting he was Al Pacino after he made Rush Hour. But I love Rush Hour. Rush Hour was friggin' awesome. Definitely one of the better, movies of that type of genre, like Lethal Weapon. I like Rush Hour. Shotgun formation, takes the snap, throws, high throw there, off the wide receiver's hands. It'll be 2nd and 15, 3:41 to go here in the fourth, 45-27. Yeah, like a good cop, bad cop movie, yeah. Out of all the Spider-Mans, Toby is the best. Andrew's the hottest. And Tom is the cringe. I like Tom. I think Tom's good. Here's Fields. 8 carries, 59 yards. He's coming out in the gun here from his own 40. 2nd and 15. Takes the snap. 5-step drop. Rolls out to the right. Buys time. Caught. And Montgomery's going to get tackled down by the ankle. Got 5. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Sausage Party. Sausage, that was a stupid movie. And he'll take the snap, drops back. Fields tries to buy time, and he's going to break out with a run. Good play here by Fields. He slides down, gets 17, up to about the 38, 39. 3:04 to go here in the fourth. This game's as good as over, but if you got Fields in your fantasy team, you like that play. We might be paisanos. Abruzzi here. Yeah, I'm half paisano. And here we go. Fields drops back to pass. Little jump pass nearly picked off. Packers were waiting for that. Somehow Montgomery came up with it. Got about 9. 2:35 to go in the fourth. Fields will rush from the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get at least another play out before the 2-minute warning. This is like the 3rd time I've seen Fields try one of these jump passes. probably not the best of ideas. I feel like he doesn't have the arm strength to consistently get away with that. You see Mahomes do that. Mahomes got a little bit more zip on his throws. Maybe Fields, wants to take that out of the arsenal a little bit. I've seen him try to do that like 3 or 4 times tonight. 2:19 to go here in the fourth. And LaFleur's upset about something. I think they stopped the clock. Saving Private Ryan is incredible. Eli's my favorite quarterback of all time. Fields drops back to pass throws. Oh, my God. Montgomery's got to catch that. Right in and out of his hands. And Fields got lit up. He's down on the ground. Now he's doing push-ups. So I guess he's okay. 2:08 to go here in the fourth. Never like to see that, though, if he's your quarterback. Yeah, I tried to give Sausage Party a chance. Somebody asked me what's the worst movie you've ever seen. That might be it. That might be it. Sausage Party was really bad. I think I laughed like once, maybe twice. That might be the one. I missed the Giants game today. What did Judge do now? Judge to me didn't do anything like egregious in the game today. The team just sucked. There wasn't like, maybe there was 1 or 2 things, but there wasn't anything that was like over the top bad. 1st and 15, 2:08 to go here in the fourth. And Fields takes the snap from the 33, drops back to pass, little sidearm delivery there, caught at the 30, makes a man miss down to the 29 to the 28. And that'll be about a 2nd and 10. Gets back to the original line. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning, minute 59 to go here in the fourth. What's up, Chris? I'm very happy today. At least we lost with a touchdown to a wide receiver or running back. I'm happy that this is helping us. I'm happy tonight. I'm not happy with the way the Giants played. One of the worst movies I've seen is Best in Show. I never saw Best in Show. I know the movie you're talking about. I never saw it. Cynical. I am telling you right now, that is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I freaking love Kingpin. Speak of the devil, I'm going to go play the jukebox. Ernie McCracken, Big Ern. Bill Murray was amazing in that movie. That might be my favorite Bill Murray character. I freaking love Bill Murray in that movie. Big Ern. (45-27), minute 59 to go here in the fourth. Never saw a Twilight, so I can't speak on it, Mets, but I probably didn't like it. The 40-year-old version is great. They're on their feet there at Lambeau. Got a Grinch costume in the stands there. Horrible Bosses is really good. What's her name is so hot in that. What's her name? The one from Friends. Fields coming out in the shotgun. She's got brown hair in it. From the 28, he'll take the snap, drops back to pass. Steps up, and he shovels it forward to Montgomery. Risky play there, but he was able to get 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 9. Jennifer Aniston, I was thinking of. Minute 48 to go in the fourth. Yeah, she was hot in that. Appreciate that, Angel Man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. 3rd and 8 here for Fields from the 25. 3-step drop, little pump fake, rolls out of the pocket, buys time on the run, and just out of the outstretched arms of Allen Robinson. It'll be 4th and 8. You might as well kick the field goal. You're not winning, obviously, but you might as well kick the field goal. You're going to need a field goal anyway. It'd make it a 15-point game. No point in here, in my opinion, going for it. You need the field goal eventually anyway, Nagy. And I think that's what they're going to do. Bears still do have 3 timeouts. They'll line up here for the field goal. It'll be a 43-yard attempt. Obviously, they're going to onside kick it after this. Snap, hold, kick is good. So that'll make it a 15-point game, 45-30. Still looking good, Giants fans. I have seen, I don't know. I feel like I have seen White Chicks, but I don't remember it at all. That was another stupid movie. Meet the Millers was actually pretty funny. I'm trying to think of my favorite scene in that movie. That's also with Jennifer Aniston. That one was pretty funny. I like Meet the Millers. Whole pass was good. Was that whole pass is the one where at the end the guy goes, I'm going to bend you over a barrel and show you the 50 states? Whole pass was funny, man. What are the chances Sean Payton becomes our no chance? I don't see him leaving New Orleans. I don't see it. Oh, I was thinking Meet the Millers. Who's in Were the Millers? I was thinking Meet the Millers. As the Bears are going to do an onside kick here. High bounce. They recovered it. He's going to run it back for a touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. It looks like they blew it dead. What happened? I can't hear. What happened? The Bears recovered it, but they don't give him the touchdown. The Packers special teams are horrible. Awful. Packers special teams is going to cost them a Super Bowl. I don't understand. He never stepped out, did he? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you can't. I did not know that. You can't advance on an onside kick. I didn't know that. There you go. Should have known that rule. 1:21 to go here in the fourth. Because that's such an odd play. You don't normally see that. Cole Kmet in motion left to right. Fields coming out in the gun, drops back. Packers come with 4. Fields rolls out to the right. And he's going to throw on the run. And that's caught out of bounds at the 25. Still a minute 13 to go. They have 3 timeouts. Like, it's obviously a prayer, but they got a chance. Good throw by Fields. Fields 17 of 30, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Here's Fields from the 24. Takes the snap out of the gun. Fields under pressure. He's going to go down. And now if you're the Bears, do you consider you? And they will. They will use 1. So now no matter what, you have to recover the onside kick. Because then the Packers could roll the clock out if they recover it. .108 to go here in the fourth. 2nd and 18 for the Bears. And we got a stoppage in play here after the timeout. Talking it over. Tanner, you're in my top 10 favorite people on the. Well, I appreciate EJ Cool. I appreciate that. What other games do you call? I usually just do my teams, the Giants and the Knicks, sometimes the Mets. But down the stretch, I'll probably do some more primetime games. Fields takes the snap out of the gun, drops back to pass, throws. That's caught by Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to get tackled inbounds. It'll be 3rd and about 13. Minute to go here in the fourth, and I think the Bears are going to use their second timeout. I'll probably do some more primetime games down the stretch because I'm going to do the playoff games anyway. I always do the playoff games, so I'm going to do the Bears game next week because it's a Monday night game. It means a lot for my team, which is why I called this game to begin with, because we have the Bears draft pick. But I'll probably do a couple more primetime games down the stretch as the season wears along. And then I'll do the playoff games. 3rd and 13, 45-30, Bears by 15. Minute to go here in the fourth. No, I would not, Benjamin. I'm not that sick. Why do I think Wentz regressed? I mean, with you guys, I think it was as much mental as anything else. I think the Eagles screwed with his head when they drafted Jalen Hurts, and I think that screwed with his head. He'll take the snap, drops back, Fields throws to the right corner, incomplete. Was looking for Robinson there. 53 seconds to go here in the fourth. Good coverage by Stokes for the Packers, and you got to go for it, obviously. Down 15, 4th and 13. Bears only with one timeout. Do or die here. Was hoping to get at least a pass interference call. Good job there by Stokes, the DB for the Packers, to turn his head so he didn't get called for pass interference. And here's Fields at the 27, 4th and 13. Now or never, boys and girls. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Fields steps up, hit as he throws, high throw, and it's going to be picked off by the Packers. That'll do it. Green Bay's going to win. Green Bay gets to 10-3. Huge win for the Packers as they're still trying to compete for that number one seed. Aaron Rodgers. I want to take a quick look at the final box score for Aaron Rodgers tonight. He had a really good game. Obviously, the Packers run the ball really well, but a big win. And obviously, from a Giants perspective, huge for us because the draft pick stays intact. Aaron Rodgers was 29-37, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns with a 141 QB rating. And as Aaron Rodgers said the first time he played the Chicago Bears, he owns Chicago. He owns the Bears. Broncos should have retired Thomas jersey. Yeah, that was horrible. What happened with Demaryius Thomas? Do you like Doug Peterson as a potential? I was never a big fan of Peterson, and I know he won a Super Bowl. I always thought it was more Frank Reich, and whenever I would watch Eagles games the last 2 years, I hated the way Peterson, and to me, Peterson was just too analytical. Like there were times he would go for 2 and for just to go for 2. Like it didn't even make sense for me. I'm not a big Peterson guy. I also don't like how everything went down with the Eagles, even though I put that more in ownership than Peterson himself. I think ownership told him to tank, but it is what it is. But wouldn't be my number one choice. But that's going to do it. Green Bay is going to win 45-30. Obviously a former Super Bowl champion, though. And maybe they will consider him. Today I'm going to be wearing a trash bag. It feels that way. Get Jim Harbaugh on speed dial for sure. Giants move up to 5-6. Yeah, because the Seahawks won. Seahawks dropped to 7. And now the next team they could potentially pass is the Jets. Jets have one less win than we do, and the Bears do. They're what are they? They're 3-10. Both of our teams are 4-9. So one of us is going to get a win when we play each other. So that'll hurt one of the picks. Thank you, Chris, for the stream. You got it. Thank you for being here. Go stream the Lake. I don't care about the Lakers, man. Are you going to stream any of the Week 18 games? Fine. Yeah, I'm sure I will, Jedi. I'm definitely doing the Bears game, and I didn't even know they were on prime time next week. So I'm definitely going to do the Monday night Bears game. And yeah, some big regular season games down the stretch. I'll definitely stream those. And I'm definitely going to stream the playoffs like I always do. Sup, Chris, I can't believe I wasted my Sunday afternoon watching the Giants instead of studying for. I know, dude. Horrible. I had so much fun here tonight, though, man. I always like the smaller streams where there's like 300, 400 people, whatever. Get a chance to actually like really talk to you guys. I had a lot of fun talking about the movies and stuff. So maybe I'll do these streams more often when it's not, just exclusively Giants. And obviously I want to have like a somewhat of a rooting interest. Playoffs I get into, so I could definitely do those games, and I'll definitely do the Bears games next week. So what picks do we have now? Yeah, we're 5-6 Giants. Sup, Chris? I can't believe. Oh, I already read that. I'm still trying to save the semesters. Well, I hope you. I hope you're able to do that, Easy Lopez. Tomorrow night. No, I don't even know who plays tomorrow night. Who plays tomorrow night? Somebody asked earlier. Tomorrow night is maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want to guarantee it. I don't really have a rooting interest in the game. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Sounds good, Chris. I still remember one of your playoff streams last year when a troll said, "Great take, you moron." Yes, Jedi. I do remember that. Yes. And Easy Lopez, man. Thank you so much, man, for the super sticker. I appreciate it with the shades on. 30-7 in the fourth quarter for Judge. I think we have a very good offensive game. Also, with our I haven't gotten a chance to I heard like bits and pieces of what Judge said today after the game. I obviously haven't gotten a chance to watch his interview. If he said the offense looked good, he's out of his mind. The offense looked horrible. We got garbage time points. It meant nothing. We're down 30-7 in the fourth quarter, and they went in prevent defense. Much like when we played the Cowboys, when Glennon had a good, decent statistical game and Tony had a big game. It meant nothing to me because they were up by so many points. They were in prevent. Makai, man, thank you very much, man. Who do you want in the draft? I got to know where we're picking first, but for me, it's more than likely going to be an edge rusher or an offensive lineman. Definitely an offensive lineman with one of them, but yeah, I'm gonna want to attack the trenches. So Aiden Hutchinson would be nice. I don't think we're gonna be able to get him, but offensive line or edge rusher for sure. Linebacker as well is a possibility that I'll want with one of those picks. Lou, man, thank you very much. This has been my favorite stream. I've been with you for a year now. Like I said, man, I have fun doing the smaller streams because it's more laid back. You get to talk to the chat. You're not as invested. You get to shoot the shit, talk some movies, whatever. So I always love doing these. You stream non-Giants fans and just talk about random stuff. I probably will. You know, I want to at least have some interest in the game. But yeah, I'll probably be doing some primetime games down the stretch for sure. Maybe I'll do the game more. I don't know. We'll see. Started watching last year. Let's just say you make the game so much better. I appreciate that, Jake, man. Thanks for popping in. Was Lou scared he was going to get? I don't know. I don't know, Ray. Bano says I want 2 offensive linemen back to back. Dude, you're speaking to the right guy, man. We're in sync with that. Tana, your streams are the reason I don't just go to sleep the entire weekend. Well, you got to get some sleep, EJ Cool. You got to get some sleep. I would like to see the Cardinals or Packers in the Super. I'm rooting for the Packers, but it's because I like Rodgers. I'd like to see Rodgers get another ring. I don't necessarily agree with everything the guy does off the field sometimes and some of the things that he says, but I definitely get why his personality rubs people the wrong way for sure. But as a football player, I've always admired Aaron Rodgers. I hope he gets another ring. Saquon looked more hit the hole today instead of dancing. I mean, I just thought the blocking today, Sean, was better. And we were going up against a really bad run defense. Thanks, Chris. Game's always more fun with you. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for being here. Do you think we have a better chance of getting Thibodeau or Hutchinson? I don't know. Hutchinson's been moving up. I don't know. You know, it's probably going to – my answer to that will probably be after the combine because maybe the combine affects one guy's stock more than the other. And also these quarterbacks. If these quarterbacks start to get elevated, if you start to hear chatter that some of these teams picking early may potentially want a quarterback. Well, the Jaguars aren't going to want a quarterback. The Jets aren't going to want a quarterback. The Lions could. Maybe that'll alter my opinion, but right now I'd probably still say Hutchinson, but it's neck and neck. And DeGrom, thank you very much. Jets and Packers have green. Go Packers, I guess. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've never – I don't really love any team outside of the Giants. The Jets are my second favorite team, but I don't really care about them. I'll root for them. You know, my sister's a big Jet fan. A lot of my friends are Jet fans, so I never hated the Jets. I always say that. But yeah, I've always liked Rodgers, and I've always thought he should have more than one Super Bowl. So I'd like to see him get another one. Good stuff, brother. You got be good, Afghanistan, man. Thanks for popping in, man. Joe Judge could make Tom Brady look like Mark Sanchez. He probably could, man. Jeremy says these 2 top 6 picks going to hit different, man. I hope so, Jeremy, man. We need it. Hopefully. I mean, again, I never like to root for my team to lose, but I don't think I can root for us to win. I don't think we're going to win. I think our team is that bad. So I think we're going to get 2 very high picks. Now, one thing I was thinking about today, guys, about our picks, and I'll talk about this in future videos, and I'll probably mention it on Twitter as well. One problem we have this offseason with the Giants, our cap space is shit, right? We have nothing. We got $3.5 million of cap space. And we're going to be able to make some moves, but with the limited cap space we have, when you think about it, it may be a reason for the Giants to trade down. Because if you're picking that high, if you have 2 top 5 picks, they may be like, well, I don't know if I want to pay, these guys $6-7 million coming out of the gate. If we have a really good offer, let's trade down to 9 or 10. We pay a guy that we may like at 6 anyway. We get him at 10, and you don't pay him as high of a salary. So I was thinking about that today too before the game. I'm like, that's maybe more of an incentive for the Giants potentially to look to trade down, but we'll see. Obviously, the right deal has to be there. And Easy Lopez, man, thank you very much. I'm going to go study now and get my life together. # forget. All right, Lopez, man, thanks for being here, man. And you have a great rest of your night. You're going to need $20 million in cap space. Exactly. We got, 10 picks? We're picking 2 in the top 5. Maybe we trade down. John says, who would you like as the head coach for the Giants next year? Jim Harbaugh would be my number one choice. But he was my number one choice before the coaching search last time. I said him. I've always liked Harbaugh. So he's a lunatic, but I've always liked Harbaugh. Obviously, once the coaching search started, he wasn't one of the names. But people asked me in season when Sherman was going to more than likely be fired, who would you like? And I said Harbaugh. And same thing. Rookies don't get paid that. Ray, Ray, let's look at who was the 6th pick this year. The salary cap was down this year, right, due to the pandemic. So, let's look at 2020. Who was the 6th pick? Let me look at the 2020 draft. The 5th pick, right? 5th pick in 2020 was Tua Tagovailoa. Okay. So let me see what Tua's salary is. Tua in year 1 made, let me look at Spot Track. Year 1, Tua he had a cap hit of $5.5 million. So it'd probably be similar to that. Because like I said, last year, the rookie pay was probably a little bit down due to the fact the pandemic hit. The salary cap was down. It'll probably be similar to 2020, maybe a little bit higher. I don't remember what the cap was in 2020, but we'll say it'll be about the same. So about $5.5 million you're going to have to pay the 5th pick. So figure about the same for the 6th pick. So you're talking $10 million in the first year between those 2 players. So we don't have a lot of cap space as is. Something to consider at least. Our players don't believe a judge. You can see in the game. Bano says, yeah. 1 front 7 guy, online guy, or 2 online guys in the top 10. We need impact players in the trenches. You're only getting, listen, MD, I'm with you, man. Fix the line. Get the hogs. But, guys, I am going to close it out, man. I had so much fun doing the stream with you guys tonight. And, yeah, we'll definitely do one of these again soon. Obviously, I'll have Giant videos up. If there's something we're talking about tomorrow, I'll look at a Daniel Jones story. Maybe I'll have a video up on that. And I'm sure there'll be something else that comes up throughout the week. And obviously, I'll be streaming the Giants game next week on my channel. We'll be doing the Knicks game as well. Whatever, I think it's on Tuesday, whenever it is. I'll be streaming the next Knicks game as well. But you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you guys for being the best supporters on YouTube. And yeah, Ray, I'm going to talk to my brother tomorrow. Maybe we get that movie channel up and running in a couple of weeks. But guys, have a great rest of your night. Be good. And I had a lot of fun tonight. Have a good night, guys.